Internet, and welcome to the first game of Table Tales on the Rack for 2021 with a slight narration from Thea. This is going to be an interesting game. So for our first game back, we've got Rachel, Amy, Josh, and Henry.
And Thea.
And Thea. Thea's not really a first game back. This is Thea's first game.
She's been at the game. Technically, yeah.
Technicalities. So yeah, I will do a slightly better recap of what's happened so that everyone can kind of remember what is going on, as it has been for us a few months, but in game it's probably only been about 5 minutes. So it's been a hot minute. And we may have a faridrin turn up later, depending on how late we're running and how quick he gets here. Right, you can roll into it now. Hi, we're here.
Hola.
Nothing went wrong. Oh, you'll want to flip the thing for the other thing as well. Technicalities. We're also down our tech man. We very much miss our tech man.
Come on, Thea, talk to it. Shut up now.
Roll the dice.
I only know how to open up a window, Mum.
So, who do you know how to hack the mainframe? Anyway.
Activate.
So, last game, you guys had investigated the missing toad sanctum and started following up on... You look very serious.
I'm very perplexed.
Toad?
Just like my character, I'm lost.
And you'd made your way...
Right, you're not alone.
You guys had made your way to a
Toad.
tourist space that basically was known for getting wisdom from this water toad, as people would shout into a cave and it would respond in sort of wisdom as such. And there was a place that was marketing out this. And during your research, you'd found out that a group of people had come through here and been asking a lot of questions, much like you, but were a lot less polite and a lot more destructive and aggressive. And
Wait, that wasn't me?
and not yet.
Oh, okay.
And their descriptions matched that of some of the Phoenix Army and people who looked like Mark, which sent Johnny into a tizzle.
Oh,
Part of the way through that, Johnny, the only one able to see this, noticed I was going to say Thea.
Jeez, Thea.
Noticed Catch talking
crossover
to themselves and realising Catch was actually talking to Loki. A one-sided, to what you could tell, conversation had gone by, and the moment Loki had touched Catch's hands, the two of them had vanished. So only Johnny was aware that Catch had been taken away by Loki. Everyone else just watched Catch just vanish.
my imaginary friend took my imaginary wife. Got it.
Oh, fuck all.
Let's do this, Loki.
After which you guys quite happily just continued on with your research plan and went to town to the Saddle Scoop
I distinctly remember you glossing over a bit where we teleport home, get lost, teleport back, and then fuck that up.
The fact you remember it means I don't have to.
I just realised that you're glossing over it because it was a disaster.
I'm glossing over quite a lot of things, like the fact you've left Fitz with your 3 skeletons back at your house.
Rolling bones.
I've already had a chat with Fitz.
You've
Hinted
left
me
Fitz alone to his own devices?
Yeah, I ended
Oh, shit.
being gambling and then losing bones.
And that's how he built
One of
it.
them's like an arm and just 2 arms and a skull.
Upon deciding to go to a pub, faridrin said that they would go to the local church area for Hades and wanted to do their research there. You guys, following Johnny's lead, made contact with an old friend of his, which was a gnome.
I have no idea. I forgot.
Aaron got all short.
You were trying to.
I wasn't there. I don't have to remember a thing.
Yes, I was the sexy gnome.
He was murdering things.
No, they're sex. Oh, sorry, you're coming through.
After
I was hitting on this very violent gnome. And he was just ignoring me.
Oh.
I know. Senpai wasn't acknowledging me.
Senpai said no.
Senpai, why you love me?
all right.
Too real.
So after recruiting the deadly gnome in a chef's hat,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. My friend.
I love a man in a uniform.
you guys went out to investigate some sightings of this Phoenix group, and after awkwardly getting out of the city, as you don't want the gnome to be discovered by the town guards,
Oh, yeah. He doesn't
And-
like being in my clothes.
What do
Nobody
you
does.
think?
you guys were able to make it out of town and find this weird sort of recruiting group that were hanging around outside of town, and immediately ambushed it and murderized. Well, mainly the gnome murderized the entire group with the help of Dio. Except for one character, which was Timothy, who Aaron has now recruited into his strange army of things, and had requested Timothy to send updates of everything that happened in the proper camp, and was left slightly injured to hobble back home as you guys decided to head back to town to figure out what your next plan of action would be. And on your way back into town, Dio decided to skip the line that people were waiting to sort of slowly get lined up
I got time for that.
and just bolt through, forgetting that Johnny was in fact essentially royalty in this town and could just waltz in.
Yeah.
But I'm fast as fuck, boy. So it's all good.
There's like a different door that I just push open.
But I'm fast as fuck.
Yeah, zoomies.
Part of the way through that commotion as well, the gnome had also left to go through a different entrance as well.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
here's a little door next to my door.
Oh, it's a Theodore.
What's the
No, see, it's that.
Theodore.
That's your gender bender name.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've lost my note thing, so I'm just quickly reopening things.
Yeah, I can't even
No,
remember the
it's
code
very
that I
warm
gave the
in
guy.
Yeah, no.
The code word?
Yeah. Not that I'm actually
Did
gonna.
you inception him? He just taps his hand and it's like, I'm Leo DiCaprio. And you're like, oh no.
You fog washer.
Fog washer. Cool.
Man, if that was a Vaughn name or what?
I do believe it was Johnny who gave you that name.
That sounds like something I would do.
I think I'm more affected by it than you are.
What else did I-
Oh.
Hmm?
It's like,
Oh, I'm trying to
It's
remember.
cool.
No.
So,
The piss goblin and mini piss goblin are overheating.
yeah, I know.
Oh.
He's still making goblin noises.
I'm going to start with Catch.
And the ride.
Alright. So essentially,
Catcher, barely ignore.
Great
so
joke.
the moment you shook Loki's hand, everything basically in black.
I just agree to.
Oh my god, you're a roofie.
And
Not the first time.
and sort of rubbing your eyes, you sort of come to in this almost empty kind of room, a bit of light basically emanating from your position. And sort of looking around, you realise Loki is standing a few feet away from you, behind what looks like potentially a desk. Your mind sort of tries to manifest this, and as you kind of pan around the room, you notice sort of on the other side of this desk is a figure that looks almost exactly like you, but in sort of like shadowy sort of way, with bits of tentacles sort of flicking off it and things.
God, it's a Final Fantasy game.
The music's anything to go by.
You without recognising this creature, immediately.
Winged angel playing in the background.
It's one Bill Duckling.
You recognise this as your patron, for lack of a better image. As you basically come to him as well.
Was.
Your patron turns and looks at you and just nods. And then looks back at Loki, and then appearing in between the two of them, another god appears. How are you with religion? Are you trained or not?
No.
Is he sending them with a clipboard? He's like, religion? Ethnicity? None.
Mental checklist.
Give me just the general intelligence then.
I already act smart.
Oh no, she rolled a 5, baby.
Possibly a god. You're not sure.
Are you me? I'm concerned. I'm a god, so.
This being sort of appears and sort of looks in your direction and goes, "His soul is mine."
Excuse you?
And then Loki turns and goes, "Yes, but complications were involved now, and the soul is back in the mortal plane, so it's no longer yours."
This was his. And I point to Smoke Pig.
How do you say your patron's name? Is
Azathoth.
Azathoth. Azathoth just kind of leans back a little bit, almost like he feels like he's probably intruded on something. No, it looks like
You make that look like it.
it looks like this. This god turns and looks at you.
What does he look like? This one. That's okay.
Robed in like what's the word? Robes. Yeah. Greek kind of robes. Toga. And basically a toga that seems to emanate sort of like skulls sort of popping out, almost like it's.
I wonder who he is.
And
Is he covering his wings?
Nani?
Don't ignore me.
it's behind a bench.
Oh, good.
Well, he's either the
Nobody wants to
angel
see-
of death or he's...
Nobody wants to see God wings.
Loki turns and goes, "There was a bit of interference
I'm a devil in
with one of my followers, but I mean that's all part of chaos. I'm aware we kind of all intertwine with your realm, sir, but in this case, Catch here is of course an agent of chaos and very much falls under both of our jurisdictions. Pretty good. Which the god turns and looks at you and goes, "But you died."
What happened? Wait, what?
Your trip to the underworld. Be this. You were given you were given some kind of task to potentially return back, which was outside of my normal quests, but this weird chaos that exists between Loki and Azathoth here seems to have brought you out of the depths of hell. But your soul belongs to me, as you have already passed on. You and the other strange companions you had.
It's like you've got two branches of government fighting over you. That's what's happened.
Wait, are you confusing my warlocks?
This is why I asked you about the war.
Evil campaign, not hell campaign.
So this is where I ask backstory things that are relevant.
Are you correcting God?
You said evil campaign, and I was like, yes, evil campaign.
No, I said Hell campaign.
Yeah, no, they're two different dudes.
Aha.
We can still work this. Because as the thought definitely would pull me back up.
In this case, it's Loki, but
Cosmic baby.
Wrangle that, I'm sure. Loki and Azeroth working together could always work.
okay, no, that's fine. I will relinquish some of this conversation.
Just sign this form.
There was a misunderstanding.
Just got bought by another corporation, and now that's my fault.
That's like one division. They changed the actor.
You were killed while attempting to rob some kind of bank, and now you're sold.
No!
Oh, Ketch is gonna die in that campaign. You just know it. Matt's running it. He's gonna kill me off.
And due to the chaos of the nature, you were supposed to be coming into my realm. But because both your patron and Loki here are gods of chaos, and his patron seems to have interfered with your soul's passing, you are being brought back into the mortal realm at a different time.
It's unfinished business. It doesn't matter when. Right, buddy? Asshole.
As turns to you and this tentacle discussion.
Hey. You love me.
5 the tentacles.
Every other one for each tentacle. High five.
Every other one is slimy.
I've eaten enough hentai to know where this is going.
Oh, wait.
This god turns, looks to you and says, however, I'm willing to overlook a few discrepancies of this situation. You are currently within regions of one of my followers. Prove to my follower that your life is worth staying on this mortal plane, and I will let your soul stay on the mortal realm.
Who would this be?
The faridrin.
Like a challenge?
This being, which don't know if you remember now or not, which is Hades, turns to Loki, and Loki looks back. They sort of nod. Hades vanishes. And
Your wife's a hottie!
Loki and Asimov both turn and look to you, and Loki goes, so, you're going to help me out now. Things have gone a bit interesting.
It's been a while, but okay.
Not in the way that you're thinking, but sure.
Continue.
Alright, but I don't have my knee pads.
I don't need you to do anything different. Continue the way you've been going, crazy and all. Following with my cleric, John.
I like glance over at Ozzy.
And I'm like, what?
I wish you to help strengthen his bond with me. As such, your patron has a gift for you, which, as much looks to you,
Oh,
and
sweet.
it extends out sort of a weird tentacle hand of yours.
I'm just like, get on there.
As the hand touches yours and moves away, there is what looks like a tarantula standing in your hand.
Eat it.
Hey, gorgeous.
Eat
It
it.
just kind of sits there and just goes,
Eat it.
Have you named it?
I haven't named it.
Give me a minute, I'll have a think about this.
No, I just I haven't named it. Loki says, protects this creature. It has its own goals.
It sits there doing the burns excellent. Fingers legs. Finger legs.
Penguins.
As you guys are sitting there, Loki just goes, one moment, and vanishes.
That's tricks. You doing well, guys? Yeah.
Somebody just lifted the needle from the record. Oh, God.
And do not have a way of naturally bleeding this.
You know what I learned the other day? That horse legs aren't legs, they're fingers. Yeah, they don't actually function as legs, they're more like giant fingers. So, like, yeah.
My brain's having a meltdown.
Yeah, I know.
No muscle.
I'm sorry, we need to take a minute for this. Hold on.
They do, but that's why they break so easily, because they're structured like fingers, not like a normal leg. Yeah.
Uncle Henry's real smart.
But even,
I'm not. I've heard this from idiots.
You've just heard weird trivia from
Yeah.
us.
but they're,
They're more similar to fingers than they are legs.
There's still
that
got
makes sense
muscle
for like
there.
their front legs, but aren't their back legs
Hey, Mum.
Like legs.
just like
Tummy time.
dogs'
Because
legs?
they're like big ass goat's legs.
They're just big. It's like if we had
They are
giant
fingers.
fingers, yeah.
Energetic smell. Tummy time.
No, I don't believe
They
you.
do, because they have the same amount of joints and the same, like, step between the joints. If you,
See, now I'm
Like the
picturing
ratio.
like you know, like a hand, but I'm picturing it a horse head with fingers. It's gross.
like something from the forest.
It's literally just the horse's head.
So like something else off created.
As you guys have come back into town,
I think
and Theo has been able to shake off the town guards, you decided to.
Boy.
I've retconly decided you guys have decided to recon back at the cells as the evening has now come to a bit more of a quieter time.
You see a madman in the corner. Horse's legs are like fingers. It's like, this guy's crazy. Talking to Johnny. It's like, my God, he's on something.
We can market this.
Oh.
having time or back time.
I see, if I break a horse's leg, my fingers will become stronger. Completely misunderstanding it.
It's essentially
Oh.
it's you guys sitting in the pub. Theo is where would you be in a pub at this time?
Probably trying to hit on the sexy short knife man.
Oh, look, apparently is not here.
Well, then I'll just be
He's lying
drinking.
low.
Literally. He's in my
Johnny's probably informed of this a few times. When he lies low, he tends to not get seen by many people.
I'm probably just be in the corner surveying and having a drink.
Having a sulk.
Yeah, just having like a grumpy soul. Yeah.
Johnny, have you seen the gnome? Oh.
Johnny, have you?
Nobody sees him. He's only seen when he kills. Or when he's real drunk.
Kills, that's not a very good way to say
How do I get him real drunk?
You don't.
You have to
Okay.
find
He only gets blood drunk.
Okay. That's
Have
fine.
you seen the play 300?
The play? No.
It's the peak of that one
The
director.
scroll? Yes.
It's all downhill
I
from
read
there.
the scroll.
This is scroll. I've read the audio book. And then you just see a guy wailing in the street. Yeah, there's the audio book.
That's all he says.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I remember that scene.
So, yep, you guys have
I'm just being sulky.
you're being talky.
Yeah.
There's a couple of drunk guys wandering around. Not that many people. There's maybe about 5-6 people other than yourselves in the bar. So most of them seem to be sort of hiding in different corners because there is a bear currently sitting in one part of the bar that is constantly being given food. Just people assuming it's probably going to go crazy at some point. Falcor clearly is just enjoying the free food.
I should be charging people.
He comes with me wherever I go.
I feel like
Why
you should-
couldn't he just like fuse with you and then he won't freak people out?
Because it fucks with
more
me
fun freaking
sometimes.
me
sign with you at all times, put it on Falcor, be like, high five the bear, 5 gold.
Are you saying it to me in game?
Yeah. And be like, it's a real easy con. It's not even a con, just
Can you make that for me?
Sure.
portraits with
Can I roll to make a sign that says 5 gold to high five bear?
Where are you getting the material from?
The gnome kitchen.
Ask the bartender.
Trying to be
You
a
want up the
practical.
bar.
This is his town.
Okay, I need a pen, a chain,
What's a pin?
ideally gold. Okay, a quill or like a knife. I don't know.
Can we just etch it in there?
Yeah, maybe. Or blood. I've got
Friendly
blood.
druid, sorry. I should have been.
I feel like I'm talking in circles where it's
No,
like, trying to convey I need
No,
a right
it's not.
compliment.
Roll me a persuasion.
Can I help?
This is more to whether this guy can
Understand.
Or even catch, for that matter.
Is catch here though?
No.
Yeah.
I might have this. Not natural 20.
But if you see that and it looks like crap, you'll want to fix
Through
it.
this weird convoluted conversation of just different lists and things, the bartender turns back and runs and wanders back into the kitchen and comes back again with what looks like a chalkboard without the chalk. And sort of plops out in front of you.
See it?
And then plops
Chalkboard. Is there a
Yeah, it's
chalkboard?
medieval technology. I had that one planned.
I want it to be. Damn it.
Not kidding.
Plops down a couple of different bits of string that are like clearly different kind of makes and broken things that haven't been tied together but could be tied together. And a etching pen.
Hang on. Oh, fuck.
Do you even dice?
What did I roll?
I don't know, it looks like a 7.
I don't understand this.
Can I try and understand?
I bring it to you. He gave me this.
Hmm.
Can you understand this?
Let me try and decipher this ancient technology.
I'm assuming Aaron is drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one doing it.
Ancient technology.
Oh my god. Okay, so no, I have an idea. I've caught us in a finger trap. We've attempted to make it our will town. It's gone amazingly wrong.
Falcor, decipher this for me.
So I'm
You say Falcor deciphered this as essentially Johnny has tied your fingers both together, and then this etching pen has somehow been stabbed through the rope, almost just locking you guys in this like intense thing. Falcor sort of turns over and
We're
looks at you guys.
trying to make a sign to put over you. Was it 5 gold for
I'm trying to drink my beer while doing it.
I'm telling you, the beer in you now. You're making it so much harder. We're gonna put it over you so you can get money.
Yeah. Fish.
Falcor looks at you and just
I ended up so late that I put my hand out to rub my face.
I'm also so drunk, I could have used telekinesis to take us apart, but I'm using it to drink.
Falcor walks over to this weird conundrum of just string and just breaks one string and the whole thing just falls apart.
Oh, genius.
I see why you keep them around.
He just looks at you and just goes and then turns and goes back to where he was sitting at the end of the bar.
What were we doing again?
Trying to make a sign, I think.
I would offer my assistance. I would offer my assistance, but this is too entertaining.
Okay.
Too entertaining. And I'm depressed.
I would say your mood is dry.
Yeah, like your asshole.
Knowing Johnny's history probably isn't.
That's why it's so unusual that it is.
Rachel, are you keen to jump back in?
Oh, yeah, at any point.
Cool. As you finish this argument with Theo, you look back over,
I'll take another timber grenade.
trying to look. You're able to tie one of the strings to this sign thing.
I'm walking around with a sign now.
It's like someone's handbag is broken and it's just awkwardly hanging there. It might snap at some point.
What does the sign say?
I haven't written anything yet.
Oh, it's just being attached against the sign.
I'm going to slowly work on trying to create this sign.
As your eyes turn to look over at Aaron at the situation, you then look to a very chromatic, shiny person sitting next to him, just at the bar, just sitting there.
Oh man, he's flaming.
Oh, thanks.
That's all I got.
Loki just looks at you, just.
Oh, right, it's you.
I expect a bit more fanfare when I turn up. It takes a lot. You should know. Casting is.
Of course it's me.
And
I think you're talking to me.
I'm just looking like perplexed, like,
Aaron?
I'm perplexed at how you're still able to fake intoxicity, considering you're incapable of doing so.
I found some powder.
Oh.
There's more than one way to do
It's just
it.
Johnny's personality.
Oh, that's it. I wish to bring your friend back.
Friend.
Really?
Why?
Oh, right. My wife. And then it's-
Yes,
I
that.
don't get any comments.
I want to be your wife.
Because I don't know punctuation, so I just gotta go like this.
I come back in my usual dude look. So
I will require a bit of a channeling of my power through you, if you would, please.
I don't have my knee pad. Oh. Okay, sure.
you guys just hear this laughter through the voice.
I still think you're talking to me. Me knee pads.
Perception.
Cross your legs.
He's like, friend. He's like, wife? I'm like, I don't want to be your wife. Knee pads.
Not my usual style.
Deception would be
Go in bed.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
As you're looking at this, you notice Falcon, this is not hard to notice, is actually looking in your direction.
Yeah.
What?
Nanny?
Said something on my face?
It was pain. I received a bunch of offense.
Roll an attack.
No, I don't want to hit him. Just don't punch him.
You still have to roll an attack. You can hold your punch, but you still have to roll an attack.
Non-lethal. Overkill.
Oh my god, dead.
Damn, okay.
Theo runs up and goes, and just kind of swings in front of you. And then just kind of.
You couldn't even hit a wizard? What the hell? Oh, sorcerer. Sorry.
Sorcerer.
My bad.
A terrible sorcerer.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
He doesn't
terrible.
deserve my fist. That's how bad he is. The Walmart.
Loki just sort of gestured at you to cast a spell. Or essentially use up a spell slot.
Oh, right. I just high five him.
Oh! I gotta high five you as well.
I just left hanging.
For this brief moment, I feel like someone had like sandwiched your hand together when you high fived Johnny.
Oh, gay.
It doesn't quite make sense.
Yay!
As you essentially lose a spell slot, your
Can I gain the spell slot?
essentially he's casting
I don't want it.
the gauntlet glows.
Imagine if that was the case.
I like intercepted stop Loki from getting the spell slot.
You feel slightly more powerful.
Oh my god, she knew.
The gauntlet glows,
Yeah.
and you blink for a moment, and Loki disappears from your field of view, and Catch is suddenly standing there.
Oh, good. It's always awkward when I see my ex.
Theo, you just suddenly notice Catch just appear behind Aaron. Aaron,
I still haven't.
same perception roll.
Are we still like sandwiching high five?
No,
Oh, hi.
no.
It'll get solid startled.
Can I go up and grab Catch by the collar and hoist up against the wall? Like,
How, Catch, how tall are you?
Like 6 foot.
Okay.
I will sit on my fist. I will sit on my fist.
Roll me a athletics.
You can make that so much
This is
funnier
whether
if
you
you
actually
pull up
pull
the
up
stool
the
and then...
23.
You're strong enough to one fist hold Catch up for a wall.
How did you know I like to go?
Shut up. I'm just Who are you? Where have you been?
I'll take another drink. This is getting interesting.
Why are you here?
What just happened?
I am Catch.
Bullshit.
Oh, I am Catch.
One hell of a cat.
Look, crazy lady, I'm Catch. What?
I'm not crazy.
Put the fist beside your head.
I'm not crazy.
You're totally proving your point.
Another fist. Misty fist.
Oh, I like a kinky too.
Answer the other two questions. Where did you go?
Yes.
Where did you go?
He answered
Yes. I'm
What?
sorry, love. I don't know how else to answer the question.
Name a place.
New York, New York.
It's not invented yet.
From Plexo.
Why are you here?
Yes.
Johnny,
It's the central questions you're asking me.
Catch, roll me a perception.
can I throw Catch towards Johnny?
I'm not paying attention.
But I'm in front of Johnny.
12.
I don't care. Can I throw Catch towards Johnny?
The spider that was on you has crawled onto Dio.
That's catches it.
Can I notice it?
Roll me a perception.
No.
Can I
Not at all.
roll perception and squish the spider? If I feel it.
That's me.
Feel like
Oh,
you might
such a bit.
Your world.
Mm,
Oh my god, it's like that playing
13?
Spotify effect.
You have the feeling that something's run on you.
can I?
You do that. You haven't had anything.
Yeah, that was actually the plan. I didn't. Great.
I'm gonna throw Catch over and aim at Johnny.
Roll to hit me.
Roll,
Yeah.
roll me athletics. Also, this is real-time noise. The bar is emptied out.
Oh.
Whether you're strong enough to actually throw.
18.
Except for the nursery that's above us. The bar's empty, except for the daycare that's above us.
The bartender still there?
Yeah, you
And
got
they-
The bartender's a baby. Another drink?
roll to hit.
That's
4.
Catch just goes flying and just smacks you.
That works too.
Drink? I'm pissed.
Do I need to roll dex or anything?
Do you want to try and dex out of it? Or do you just want to go
Just
flat?
maybe not land. So, owie.
Yeah.
You land owie.
You go,
I mean, my dex would be a 3.
and as you pop your head up, you get a little nose pull out. You take a point of bludgeoning damage.
What colour is your blood?
Catch, what color is your blood? I can't answer.
I'm not too sure.
You need to tell us, Catch.
Just pick a colour.
I'm not paying attention to it.
Catch, tell us.
Nah, blue.
Mm.
Well, no.
Not quite piccolo.
Ultraviolet.
Ah, my eyes! Oh my god, you mean
Can I see ultraviolet?
Well, that kind of purple. Does not exist on the
I
spectrum.
don't think so.
I don't know, so that's why I'm asking you.
I don't think so unless you're casting True Sight
Okay.
or something like that.
Detect magic.
Odd. Actually, yeah, detect magic would potentially help as well.
That in my
No. Different. That's
I
different.
don't recommend it for your character's sanity.
This guy's kind of
Like-
yeah.
Canon,
Gone through
if
time.
anyone sees me when they do detect magic,
Doesn't
they have to
matter if
roll
I'm
sanity.
drunk though.
Can we bring a bit of
Like a wisdom save or something. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, I look at it and I'm just fine. I'm like, I'm defeated as it is.
Yeah, actually, Johnny would totally do well in that.
I'll be like, oh, you got one of those too. Boy, I have 3 of those.
I offer you a drink as you're still face down.
So kind.
But where'd my drink go?
My wife's here.
I'm just chuckling and thinking.
I'm like, my wife is here, as she should be on the floor.
Bring your knee pads.
Do you have knee pads? My goal was here, and it was real awkward.
I'm still going in fuck, but I'm full dude. Boob's gone.
Still look the same though.
Just to show that's your name.
A little bit. More masculine instead of feminine. Hair shorter.
I don't know if I recognise you at all. You're just someone that appeared.
Someone
I got
that I used to
constipation.
know.
I can tell by the
Well, you saw me before I turned into the girl version.
Did I? I wasn't near that.
Cat. Aaron had seen Catch in this form.
Okay.
When Catch first appeared, Catch was male. And then part of the way through a conversation with Johnny's mother, Catch turned into a female. To pretend to be a wife. The mother wasn't paying attention enough, so the ruse stuck.
The dad, on the other hand, something sketchy.
He's like, my son. He
You're
likes
clearly gay.
he likes trans men. That's fine.
No.
Hey, don't judge.
That's fine.
Theo,
Yo,
Constitution save.
fudge muffin.
You hear that from the floor.
I'm drowning.
What am I doing? I'm adding 2 onto 15.
Your con save?
Attempt to hit the side.
Oh, 17.
17.
Cool. Your sign now reads high five the bear. There was no currency added to that yet. You feel some sort of nick in your neck, and you feel something sort of start coursing through, but you just kind of tense a bit, and it just stops.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. That's not me. That's your inner
Whatever it
conscience.
was, obviously
It's going to be a lot more susceptible to
Didn't take effect.
you pass whatever it is that's happened.
Oh. Sitting up.
Johnny, I've almost made a sign.
Let me just
I feel like I'm forgetting something. It just says high five the bear.
I'm watching you for me. Oh,
Or that.
No.
Maybe even that.
appreciate my mom.
My guy's still drunk.
Yeah.
While you guys are doing this, Spider runs up your arm and jumps back on the catch.
Hey,
Oh my god, did you
If
introduce the
spiders
plague?
will see it coming
But for
from somewhere.
spiders?
No.
Spider
I'm
plague?
trying to kill you.
Kind of, but no.
Oh my god, we're gonna have boils where spiders come out.
I said your spider's
It's like the one
a
good
pussy,
thing
it
from
tried
that
to kill
movie.
me.
What movie?
What did you say? You said
Your
That's
spider's
what
a
I'm-
pussy, it tried to
It
kill
was
me.
story. Tell in the dark. Chicken up a like spooky thing. Spiders come out.
you watch as the spider crawls up to the side of Catch's neck and just kind of fuses and turns into a tattoo on Catch's neck.
Huh, badass! Especially seeing as I've already got
You can't control this tattoo unlike your others.
Burn the
I can
witch.
control my other fantastic.
I'm assuming that's what you're.
In the future, that's the idea, yeah.
Unrelated non-revolutionary.
I've got earrings with it, but
Yeah, I know.
I haven't worked that out yet.
Okay.
That's something that Matt and I were gonna end up
Oh,
figuring out.
either way,
Tattoo magic.
you've just got a tattoo on a spider.
Sweet. Can hang out with the tentacle tattoos.
hentai, it's art.
Sit on
Yes.
there, weep.
I see you too are a man of culture.
I am a woman. Touche.
So am I sometimes.
As you guys are having this conversation, you hear the sound of the door open.
I'm not paying attention to it.
It's tingle.
I'm wondering who actually pays attention to the door just opening in the
I got it. That's all I said.
What are we talking about?
The door open. What?
Anyone who looks at the door will notice there's a town guard standing there.
Oh shit.
And he goes,
Oh no.
Johnny,
Oh no.
your mother requests you. We figured you'd be here.
Do you want a drink?
I'm on the job.
That's sexist.
Doesn't matter.
I act drunk at all. I'm too drunk to
Doesn't
see it.
stop me. I'm always on the job.
We have a horse cart outside.
I don't walk towards them. I do that thing where a kid doesn't want to go, so they just go limp.
Oh no!
Quickly
resuscitate him.
he turns around and he goes, he's done it again.
Brings on a stretcher.
As a bigger guard comes wandering in, not wearing any armor, clearly prepared to carry, wanders over to Johnny, just picks Johnny up and just
I love it when
No,
Bruce,
that's how we get a lift.
I love it when Bruce carries me. Man, you got more toned on your back.
Once you get
His name's Bruce.
The roof is over.
Bruce turns and starts walking out.
What about that one?
Bruce stops and goes, I'm only here for this one.
That's my wife's twin brother. Don't worry about it. We do that. We like, this is go quick. Nailed it.
The guard kind of looks and goes, I guess family should come too.
Oh, we're not married. No, wait, are we? I'm
I think we had a loaf.
Married by marriage. I mean, you were communicating through words.
Catch actually can talk to you telepathically.
Oh, okay. Well, we refuse to do that. This is way more sophisticated. Just listening into our brains. I believe in wiretapping for some reason.
Outside,
The Episcopal officer.
walks outside to a car. Looks like it's been cleaned maybe like a month ago.
Right, you got
Because I'm trying to be
Turns
responsible.
around and walks back up to the guard who's standing at the door and goes, I've got the library in that one as well. The guard looks over at Catch and goes, sure, why not? Bruce walks over to Catch
That's usually how it goes.
I go to give him a drink.
and takes the drink, swings it back, hands it back.
Hey, there's my man.
Hey, no drinking and
Drive.
sharing.
Not driving. Person.
Daggers.
You drop me, I'll probably do nothing.
Fake drops you.
But
Grab another drink.
You guys watch as Catch gets taken out of the pub, and you're just
flicking
kind
my
of roughly plonked onto this cart next to Johnny.
I hope they burn that cart. That'll be fun.
Don't worry, every other day it's the plague card. We have a struggling economy because too many people die of the plague.
Cheers.
Johnny. Should I be itching right now?
It's alright, I'm
Oh, that's not you. That's a dead body.
Oh, well. Hi, Johnny.
I'm over here.
Jim looks at Aaron,
It's a
Falcor,
party.
and Dio goes,
High five the bear.
You came in as like the most serious.
So,
I'm really drunk. Insane.
I've corrupted you.
I got really drunk.
he goes,
I'll be serious when I'm sober.
You mean hi?
It
coming.
doesn't affect him.
You guys coming too?
yeah, I'll follow.
Do I have to get Bruce?
No, I am perfectly capable of walking. Don't get Bruce with him. He's walking too. He can sober up.
No. Well, come back with me after that, everyone.
Is that right?
Oh, I'm Falcor.
You can sober up on the walk, young man.
He's like balancing himself.
I'm older than you by about 10,000 years.
I don't care, old man. Sober up. Respect your elders.
That's
You're elder.
yes.
As you guys go, you hear this. Aren't you going? Coming from the pub. No, we don't have any more fish. Don't get it. And you hear this loud crack. And about a minute later, Falcor comes with a raw chicken in his mouth.
Good shit.
Don't give that to me.
Oh, I've had too much to eat already.
And Falcor follows.
Hey, Falcor, can I swap in that chicken here for this feed? We'll save the chicken for later. You can't be part of the chicken. I'll put it in my bag and give him a fish.
Is this one of the fish you've been carrying around with you?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's one of those bad fish?
It smells as bad as the spike guy next to me. Sorry.
They're not really
Hang on,
they're like 2 days old.
It's only been 2 days.
It just looks slightly shinier.
Yeah, you can fish. That chicken for later for his dinner.
Falcor just starts eating this fish in the ground.
Wow, he ate that chicken quick. Because I'm not paying attention.
He's a growing bear.
Actually, he's a celestial.
Shut up! I cannot deal with you today. First I lose my future husband, then you guys get drunk. Just shut up and walk.
But honey, I'm up here.
Shut up.
It comes to the gnome
You're,
plowing it
you're
along.
epic catching me.
Just means what life
Young guy sneezes. Someone's talking about me.
You just know what catches faces.
So as you guys are taken back to the castle and sort of let in to basically the main foregrounds area. Johnny and Catch are basically wheelbarrow dumped on the steps.
I land on my toes.
Face.
Ow.
I rolled a
That'll
2.
be an improvement.
Yeah.
Let it
Why
be.
am I the D20 to
So,
decide that?
5 for my dex. 5 will.
Yeah. So, face turns out you think it's the pavement. It's actually Johnny's toes.
Ah, my toes.
You looked at me. Sorry, go in the eye. Or up the nose.
Look, I'm kinky, but not feet.
Are you sure?
Those aren't
Pretty
ink
sure.
anymore.
You've got like what?
Wait, hooves?
You've
Yeah,
got like.
I've got hooves.
I've
You're
got,
the hoovie?
no, I've got hooves.
Okay.
But I wear shoes because I'm terribly shaped.
No, normally into bestiality.
And then your leg is caught on one of my horns. This is awkward. Honey, not in public.
What's green?
As this weird conversation's going on, standing at the top of the steps is a butler. It's just kind of.
Jeeves.
Wait, are we doing well?
All the butlers Jeeves. Every butler is Jeeves.
Even the female maids. Jeez.
No, they're.
You're the sober one.
Are you still? Alright.
It doesn't take 20 minutes to sober.
Hello.
Yeah,
think.
he's giving coffee.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, so you just put my finger.
As the master calls it, it's Jeeves, but you may call me Hank.
With someone crawling on one of them.
Ignore them. Sorry.
Would you like a drink? A lot more of them. It's fine.
So,
Oh,
men,
Oh, I'm thinking to the butler.
why we've been summoned.
yeah, intercepted.
He's been summoned.
Queen has requested that the sun return to bed.
But it's nighttime.
Do you have some Alfreds there for me?
The sun only comes up in the day.
So it's a fantastic. Are we allowed some sleeping quarters because we are his companions?
This is why you've been requested to come
Put
along.
that one in the barn.
You are identified as the Catman who has taken up residence in the library.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fuck, I already started a fire out of book.
Excellent. If you could just show us to our quarters, and he will. I'm sure he will find his steady time.
Bruce will be taking him, yes.
Oh, okay, awesome. Bruce is the big one, right?
To the left, Bruce is just standing there doing something like dusting up his knuckles.
Can I put Bruce? Can I put Bruce a gold coin?
You can, he'll catch it and
Intercepted.
No. Come on now.
go. He'll catch
Oh, yeah, intercepted.
Thank you.
It's just because I.
Nah, the king will be
You
quite.
kind of
I know, but he's just annoying.
12.
12 minutes.
Will I roll dex to intercept?
And then it's a coin.
12, if it is
Really?
No.
Jenny.
Ha!
and a drink full of
I'm just giving you a little look because I know how annoying he
Gradual
is.
telekinesis.
Cool.
glory.
Saved.
He grabs Johnny, basically by the line, and starts walking inside.
Does your wife still work
Any
at
substance catches on it.
It's the incident
Yeah,
as he walks inside.
I was impressed how many Alfreds I got in my bed.
No room for you.
I'm sorry about your wife.
That's the last thing you hear from Johnny is the door. There's one section of the door closed.
No, I imagine every door we go through is just holding my face first.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, I actually get in front of her and just go limp to bed.
Every time that happens, he steps over you.
To bed. Following.
Is she alright?
Oh yeah,
Look at
Yeah,
giggling and
joining in the
doing.
conversation.
Um,
Come on, Falco. Let's go sleep in the courtyard.
Hank the butler tells him this. Well, actually, we do have a guest room on the other side of the manor.
I'm good. I've had enough to drink. I got the beer.
Very well. Would you like a meal brought to you or breakfast?
Make it doubly. Two.
Yeah,
For the beer as well.
the bear, yes, of course. Does the bear have a
What do you want, Falco?
Atta girl.
To shine. All right, I have to touch you.
We touch Falcon. It's just like every time.
How would you usually make the bear drunk?
It's happened before, so I won't want you right now.
As long as he brings me fish, I don't care.
Make it 2 fish. I mean 2 times fish. I mean all your fish.
Oh my god.
Hank goes, I'll see what I can do, sir.
Hank, I am
Turns to you
sorry.
and goes, would the master be
don't mean
sleeping
a lot,
outside as well?
I mean
With
all
the others?
No, I would love if you have it just a simple sleeping quarter would be
A
lovely.
guest bedroom? Of
Yeah.
course.
That would be fine, thank you.
I'll show you to
You hear the
the
faint
guest room
To bed.
on the other side.
I just walk off.
Thank
To
you.
bed.
Wanders off to
To bed.
After about 5 minutes of you flonking and Bruce stepping over you, eventually Bruce stops at a door and you flonk past him, but he doesn't walk in that direction. He stops at the door and puts Johnny's face to the door and just kind of pushes the door open.
You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
I get a lot of bludgeoning damage.
You take 1 impact damage of compression.
How much does?
As the door opens, he sort of checks you a bit, and makes you stand, and goes, "Good night, master," and then just pushes you.
Fair call. Hey, is your... No, he slams the dog right. Comment about his wife.
He turns back and goes,
Ex-wife.
"The rooms are on the other side.
Other side of.
The manor. Go back the hallway we came through. Follow where Hank went."
Stupid Hank could have carried me. Dick. And I'd just wander off. Not even in the direction I'm meant to be going. I'd literally just wander off.
One of those. It's going to be a night. Walks a couple of steps and sits down in a chair next to Johnny's door.
How are you doing that with a mouthful of beef?
Says catch.
Wah, wah.
Baby Pharaoh need food. Wah.
As the morning commences through, stop doing fireplace noises.
I'm not doing any fireplace noises.
It's doing a little bit of fireplace. Not
I know
very
what that is. It's just a weird clicking sound.
pretty much.
It's creepy.
I couldn't hear it.
Sweet.
Yeah, agreed. And you're chatty right now.
Like, roll a d20, mother.
I wish to join in.
As morning commences, you guys start hearing a bit more of the hustle and bustle of everything sort of waking up. And you're immediately accosted by sunlight.
Roll under, I like roll underneath Falco.
Falcor is now woken up by this, and you get this very annoying message in your head, which isn't really coherent enough. It's almost like he's just drowned in noise to you, like someone.
I throw my alarm rock through my one of my windows. That's how I tell people I'm awake.
There's like there's a bit of a courtyard and people actually mark it down how far you've thrown it.
Just young man.
Things sort of because they haven't been there for a short repairs, and this big guy who's been on rock duty. Been not knowing what it's actually for the last couple of months, and suddenly this rock appears. It's just like, fuck it. What happened? The duty actually has a purpose.
I throw another and talk about.
Oh, wait. Okay. Catch goes to the bathroom.
Catch a clear.
That's a mess.
Hey, what's up with you?
Rock goes out the window.
Cool. That's good enough.
What is Dio's morning rituals of waking up normally?
I'm gonna wake up, stretch, go and sit by the window and meditate for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And process that I have to deal with idiots today.
While you're meditating, are you aware of your surroundings?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. You start hearing this noise.
Roll perception. 25.
sort of look out the window and you notice there's a skeleton just kind of running across this mini courtyard with like a bundle of sticks or something. And just
Is he near me?
Oh my god, it's a... Fuck, I got this. It's a bony faggot.
So well.
Why did you line that up for me?
sorry.
Ah, Fitz must be here.
Christ, I would have written that in.
I go back to meditating.
About 5 minutes goes by and there's a knock on your room door.
Yes?
Breakfast is being served in the main hall if you wish to join.
Fantastic. Would you mind taking me there as I don't know my way around?
Of course.
Thank you. Let's go back to the door.
We'll go over the door.
Yeah.
Hank is just kind of standing there with like this cloth over his arm and everything is just sort of waiting.
Oh, sorry. Was I making you wait?
No, no one makes me wait.
Excellent. Let's go.
Except the master.
He just came in the distance yelling at the stuff and laughing.
He takes you slightly further around the hall where you are and through another door, which opens into... I was going to say a familiar room, but you didn't actually go into this room. You basically get brought into the throne room. And it's got this massive table that's sitting in the middle of the room. And there's this gourmet feast of just different meats and vegetables and things like that just lined up on the table. And as you walk in, you notice there are a couple of people at the other end of the table who are just sort of eating away. They don't look like they're servants. They don't look like they're guards. They're just sort of nicely dressed people eating at one end. And at the other end is a king's chair and a queen's chair. And there is 2 meals sitting in front of them, but there is no one sitting in them, in those chairs.
Hank.
Yes.
Question. Are the Queen and King meant to be here this morning?
They will be here when they're here. I believe the Queen is currently organising a wedding ball of some kind out of excitement for her son. The King is in his study.
Oh, right.
Okay. And what do you think of this, Hank?
I believe it is wonderful that the Master has found someone.
Is that honest?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Roll insight.
I'm trying to chat up a maid in the distance. What are you doing later? Oh, what do you mean?
19.
Very much not what his opinion is. You get a read, he's
I just
giving...
go, I understand, bud.
He's giving the
You're getting married, aren't
So
you?
where am I
Yeah,
going to sit?
anywhere that is not the king, queen, or the princess chair.
Fantastic. I sit down and I grab this.
My chair has a built-in dunce cap.
Fantastic. I just sit and start eating.
Aaron, you still kind of half everywhere. Roll me a perception.
No. I'm still underneath Balcor.
What did you roll? Okay. You're lying there trying to adjust, and then suddenly you get this message of, what's this thing doing here? As Falcor is in contact with you.
I walk up. I crawl over.
You
What's
sit
up?
up and there's a skeleton holding a stack of sticks standing in front of you. And it's going like this at Falcor.
I'm in the distance going.
I can hear that. Which one were you?
It stops and looks at you. He just goes, you notice that it's got 2 thumbs doing this.
Bones chilling him.
Very bony face.
Well, fabulous.
I'm going to have to go him now, aren't I?
Okay.
As it reaches in at Falcor and takes out one of his hairs and then turns and just bolts. Falcor's just completely bemused.
What was that? What the hell was that?
And you're doing
Just the magical hair.
and you turn to do this. There is a guy standing there holding a couple of fish, and he goes, there is breakfast inside. If you and your companion pet wish to consume the fish inside and not in the courtyard on the table.
No, we'll have it here.
More like life partner.
Wait,
He
get up, you.
plonks the fish in front of Falcor, who immediately just starts eating and sort of sits up and throws you.
The guy's like, I don't judge. Wink, wink.
Eating it as well.
He brings out a rat from his pocket. How is
He
that?
just starts eating the fish. The guy goes, okay. Turns and walks away.
Difficultly.
He puts the rat in his mouth.
Johnny, your door just slams open,
Oh my god.
and standing there is Bruce.
I quickly take both my hands out of my pants.
Breakfast.
Why are you watching us with both giant hands in your pants?
So it's the most comfortable place to put them. Oh, it's just breakfast. I put my hands back in my pants.
I am so disgusted right now. I am literally disgusted.
Not on the front, on the side.
In game and out of game, I'm disgusted.
You somehow know in game.
In game, I just shudder and
You hear in the distance. This is the best way to do it.
go.
And that guy from Futurama puts his hands in between his butt cheeks. Nature's oven.
I'm actually gonna make my way to the after I finish. And I pretended to take myself, so I'm actually clean.
So about after a few minutes of Dio having gotten most of the food and realizing you don't actually have to scoff at all because a lot of it's not going anywhere anytime soon, one of the doors opens.
And I look dapper.
I'll check with Catch in a second. Would Catch have just gotten up and gone straight for breakfast?
Got enough from work.
Catch is still wandering around.
So yeah, like
Does Catch need to sleep?
technically no.
Okay.
I would have gone to seek out any kind of mind-altering substances, whether it be
Why you want to walk around with me?
Got it.
alcohol, fine.
You know I haven't.
And then if I had been passed out, probably somewhere in a bush.
Comfy
Hey,
bush.
I relate to that.
Okay.
Da 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 da. The school.
The Kuma.
The school.
The sweet Kuma.
As you are brought into the main hall that you've also not seen, it's basically this massive throne room, and there is a massive table banquet set up, and there are a few, what you can see, some nicely dressed people in what you actually recognise as lab coats, or at least some sort of variations of lab coats.
What? I walk up to one of them. Where did you get that coat?
Guy stops and goes,
You mean these threads?
he's in the middle of eating some sort of egg-based substance, and he stops and looks at you and goes,
Substances, no one can
Vegan eggs.
Go.
and he just looks at you and he goes,
Like I thought the original theirs would have been like
it's like
changed over time.
Are they cosplaying you?
Kind of are.
Fucking losers.
the guy looks at you and goes, I earned this.
From doing what?
Oh my god.
Research.
It is a lab coat.
Please investigate. You see like the name of your friend on it.
Does he have a name tag?
Yeah.
17.
You're not.
Oh, wow.
Would it be West?
What is investigation on him? Intelligence?
And this, yeah, intelligence.
19 then.
What is this guy?
I'll study his coat.
You study his coat and you realise it looks like it was very similar in design to what yours would be, and sort of sketched a little bit like someone's patchworked it, and it says Martin.
Fascinating. Does yours have a hood?
He looks at you and goes, of course not.
I never picked up the hood, did I?
No.
I'm still looking for it.
Of course not.
You've got like
This is a
clearly
different attachment.
with a hood.
I'm currently not in the lab, therefore I don't need to have the hood.
I've been looking for one. So walk off. Damn it.
Indeed.
Does he
I'm
have a,
still wearing everything else, just don't have the
does the
hood.
guy have the hood on him?
No.
Oh, okay.
He looks like he's just wearing a lab coat with everything else.
Cool. I walk up to him. Get my man a hood, you fuck. I got me a Jeeves.
Turn around. What?
I'll get you a hood.
This guy turns, looks at you and goes,
You heard me.
I heard you, but I don't have to listen to you.
Bruce! Make him listen to me.
I can't remember the mind trick spell.
These are the droids you're looking for.
That Bruce's punch. These are the suggestion.
I
Suggestion.
think suggestion is the one you're thinking of.
That's it.
This guy turns to Johnny and goes, I only followed orders from your father, not you.
God damn it.
And goes back to eating his weird egg concoction.
Just call them eggs, you bastard.
But it's a concoction.
It's just 2 eggs mixed together. Don't be a fancy cunt about it.
Make people fancy. I'm just going to look around and study the place because I already had my fish.
Yeah, you're walking around. There is an audible as Falcor wanders in, and a few people didn't realise a bear was going to be walking in.
Fuck, we should have used him to intimidate.
He's got the buy for beer sign on.
I like to think he flipped it at some stage and wrote feed fish.
No, just scratched a picture of the fish, and then Falcor's mouth.
Yeah.
Stands there
Is he just going to walk up to me or is he just going to chill out?
There's high five, and there is a crude fish straw.
Nice.
Aww.
What does he do?
Falcor just immediately makes a beeline to the table and just starts.
Falcor!
You know, whoa,
Falcor! Hang on.
manners.
Pull out the chicken and throw the chicken. Eat that first.
I cooked the chicken with you. With premeditated
I can
attention.
see the salamander. He's
Falcor stops. Just,
This is why we keep food for the bear.
Fuck, why did I do that in the middle of everywhere?
Your fault, man, not mine.
Yeah.
You're the dumbass
It's a
here.
natural reaction when someone chucks uncooked food. I forgot.
Oh my gosh, he's a bear. He can handle uncooked chicken.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
He could be too
I've
privileged.
experienced it.
He could be fished like person tolerant.
okay, sometime in the morning you are trodden on by a skeleton, which wakes you up. This is going to be about 10 minutes before Dio's experience of noticing the skeleton currently running around. You just see the skeleton just running around picking up sticks and just running past.
He's playing pick up sticks.
I get up and follow the skeleton.
Upon following the skeleton, you overhear from one of the windows, breakfast is served to Dio as Dio slept from her window.
How's the pooping? How's the pooping, Colbert? I'm still following the skeleton.
He goes half naked now.
So you wander around the courtyard and you
Get sidetracked for a minute. Still.
you come out to the front part of this courtyard as you see the skeleton pluck a hair from Falcor and then bolt off in another direction. And Aaron gets disturbed.
Oh, skeleton.
Okay. You come across a very fancy looking building on the other side of the courtyard, which essentially is where is my cursor? Okay,
Is this whole place our kingdom?
is
Oh,
this
no.
massive building here. So you've made your way from this side all the way around to here.
You've got a beautiful blob you live in.
The middle blob is where everyone else is.
The middle blob is where everyone else is, yes. Yeah.
The castle.
You wander into the light blue blob.
If the skeleton goes in there, yes.
Okay. The skeleton wanders into the light blue blob.
I wander into the light blue blob.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
You walk in and inside and you notice immediately you've walked into a massive library.
Why is there a dog in the library?
I didn't know you could read.
Fitz? No, that's the dog librarian.
Books! Books!
He's
About
called,
WoW.
he's called Reader.
Not fiction. About WoW. Fiction.
He's Reader the Retriever. RR for short. RR, find me a book.
Is it
He always...
first name George?
No.
Last name Martin.
No.
George R. Martin.
You just ask him for a book, he'll know what you want based on your smell. He always brings me pornos. That's a good reread.
As you wander into this library, you can hear a lot of clattering noises and things.
Something's going to be quiet.
Not today.
Yeah, I just let it stand there like shell shock.
Roll me a perception.
Yeet.
Sorry. Do you want me to?
No, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Give me a minute, Bob.
Cat's dropped some chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Perceptions? 19.
As you sort of pan over this sort of very loud library, you notice there is what looks like an armoured figure sort of walking through the middle, and the skeleton comes over and hands its weird collection of sticks and things to this weird armoured figure, and then it just stands there as the figure continues to wander across the library. And as you kind of watch it, it wanders into a side nook.
A side nook, you say?
You're son of
You wander into the side room, and basically you are greeted with a sight of what looks like potentially a sort of, for Rachel's description, a kid's science lab, like a science fair kind of thing, where there's just a bunch of random items sitting here and there, and a bunch of random things, and some of them are in cases, some of them look broken, some of them look like they haven't been touched and things. And on a table on the other side of the room is a tabaxian, who is currently just sticking things next to these things, and smoke is coming out of them. Nothing reacts from him as he's in the middle of doing something. He seems to be in the zone.
Looking around me, is there anything like a bowl or a piece of
Ooh, piece of candy.
anything? Like even a book that's got like one of those little bookmarks.
Looking around, yeah, there's a bunch of random things. Yeah, there's a few things.
I wander up and rip one of the ribbons off the book. Yeah.
Fitz goes, looks at you, and then goes, and then goes back to fiddling around with things on the table.
I wander over to him and in front of him, like in front of his face.
He stops.
Hey, Madison.
What do you want?
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
Making.
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 Cool. Making what?
Depends how I go. Hopefully something that'll go boom.
Cool. What's that? I just went to something random.
I don't know. I'm pulling it apart.
Cool. Okay. I
Such sophisticated
Rachel for
conversation.
something random.
Conversation of literally nothing.
Anything random component, whatever in front of me.
Just a random thing away from him.
Pick it up. I slight of hand it. Like I attempt to do it stealthily.
He won't notice.
Okay. What is it?
It looks like just some strange screw piece with like a bit of gem or something on the end of it.
Okay, bye.
Bit of gym. Thank you.
Ah, shiny.
And I leave.
As you go to leave, for a brief moment, you notice his tail move up, and then two identical tails follow. It seems to have three tails at this point for a brief moment, and then it goes back to just being his tail.
Sure, but I'm sure I'm this social. It's cool in me. Think that's.
After what I am, nothing, baby.
So about half an hour goes by, and I'm assuming Catch makes it back to the courtyard. And goes where?
Into the manor.
Into the manor? Okay, so
To go back to wherever I found whatever substance I was on the night before.
So Johnny's bedroom. Sucking on his toes. That's where he keeps his
see if you can
head.
remember where it is you ended up.
In between his toes.
I don't know anything about drugs.
You spend about 5 minutes walking through different doors and end up walking into a very nice looking corridor and then walking out into the throne room from the entrance that the king and queen usually come from.
Oh, I'm about right.
You got stung with the king.
No, Katz just doesn't remember where they went.
That's fucked up. It was a good night.
There's a bunch of food in front of you though.
Does anyone get us?
I don't sit down. I just go stand at the food then.
Ah, so I see it's my time to leave.
You're the only sophisticated one here.
I saw you perving.
Huh?
Nothing? Scurry off.
You're just wanting people to put on you.
No! I'm watching the skeleton.
As Theo gets up to go and
I
leave,
noticed you noticing me, noticing you.
you open,
you still
you
keep
open the
looking.
door and there is a very tired looking messenger boy.
Oh, hello. Are you okay?
It's a message. I went to the pub. It's very urgent.
Okay, hang on. Take a seat.
Okay.
Have some water.
Gold?
Oh, yeah. Aaron, you give him some gold. It's for you.
Gold?
And walk up to him.
The kid looks at you. Hi.
Just give him some gold.
Message.
For who?
For you? Turns and just walks off.
You're welcome. Are you sober?
Of course I am.
I don't trust you.
Aaron, or
Do you
Josh,
have
can I get you
anyone?
to roll to a break? As you will find out what it is after the
Freaky
break.
budget wizard.
Hey there, you beautiful person, you. Do you like podcasts? Well, that's a stupid question because of course you do. Hi, my name is Harley and I'm from the Necropodicon Network. I'm here invading your personal space because I wanted to invite you to come check out our shows. Oh man, we have a whole bunch, just like a big old assorted bag of candy type of deal. We have true crime, comedy, TTRPGs of varying kinds, movie reviews. The list goes on, I just don't have enough spit in my mouth for that. You can find all these shows and more on our website, necropodicon.com. We also have cast and crew profiles for every show on the network. What that means is, you get to see our beautiful faces. For free! The website is constantly being updated, so come on over and have a good time. What are you waiting for? No, seriously, what are you waiting for? You're on your phone, right? Or computer? All you have to do is, I'll let you figure it out by yourself.
Here we go.
Hello! We have...
I'm good.
The baby.
I'm good.
Everyone's trying to break the universe. I'm more worried about you
So
letting
my
go of it.
foot's on it.
It's not going to fall over?
No.
Okay. Okay then.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Every random little movement you make just makes me a little bit more worried. So, Aaron, you're holding a letter.
Yes. You want me to roll for it, or do you want me to... I open it. I fumbled it.
Roll for it.
Are you wanting to read this aloud, or to
I'll read it in quiet first. In quiet? I'll read it in my head first.
I mean, you said, I'll read this in quiet. And everyone's looking at you like, what?
Silence in the room.
I need quiet to think.
Need quiet to learn to read.
Now, is this an old common or new common?
This is a new common.
I don't understand this new common with the emojis and LOLs.
It's just a drawing of dick butt.
What is this?
What is this?
Specimen.
What is this bustic?
What is this foul creature?
It
looks like my
starts
mother.
What is this hieroglyphic?
It starts with hi.
Usually a good way to start.
H-I-G-H?
No, just hi. It's an H-I.
And when the full stop.
And then it goes
Hello.
in mid-sentence.
Right on.
And then it goes, so this afternoon I arrived back at the base. I was put on cleaning duty and had to clean up the experiment cage. This took me about an hour. I got blisters from this. I was then given a chance to have dinner. It was roast more with meat. And then was given some free time, so I went for a walk and watched some of the cyborg goblins have a fight.
Fuck, if he said he went back to the experiment cage, then I would be really confused what it was.
Oh my god.
Does it say anything about knee pads?
It doesn't.
There's a lot of shackles, though.
The fight was a great laugh as they kept hitting each other but not doing much damage over and over. I then had to make sure my armor was clean and ready. This took me another hour. And I had to borrow someone else's sharpening stone for my sword, as I lost mine.
That's terrible at his job.
I went to bed and it rained a bit. My boots...
Written by a toddler.
This
It's being in two babies.
this is Timothy.
And then
And then we.
This is the
It was a
intention of it.
great summer.
ooh, and then I did
My boots were completely drenched the next morning. I did my morning run around the camp. It took me a little bit longer than usual, as I was still recovering from my injuries from, well, you know.
The experiment cage.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I was able to enjoy some of the company of the newer magic recruits. I'm still not quite as capable as they are, but they are looking promising and becoming very powerful as they practice. I'm on Monster Watch duty soon, and the letters are going to be sent out soon. Hopefully this reaches you. Fog washer.
I feel like you're gonna read this and be like, I'm not sure if I need to read this between the lines or face how you're very perplexed.
There are more of these.
See, the thing is, you don't know if he's like writing it as in a code and someone else may incept it, or he's just 100% genuine and it still makes like fuck all sense.
Insight. What's insight? Was it under wisdom?
Intelligence.
Right.
That's a 10. That's just, I can't tell. 10 inside. Hold up. And just lump in my pocket.
He did what you asked. There's about all you can get out of that.
Yeah. Gave me an update. Oh, now I know they have an experiment room.
What happens in that room? I still have no idea.
And new magician recruits. And goblins that fight. Oh no, I remember the goblins anyway.
Ah, warm-up wizard, you say.
Warm-up wizards. Makeshift Kmart wizards.
Budget Gandalf.
It was specifically cyborg goblins.
Cyborg goblins.
Yep. I don't think Aaron's actually. There's only
I
one.
fought the cyborg goblins.
No, there's only one party member has ever here, other than Fitz, has fought the cyborg goblins.
We've never.
That's as well as I remember. I was expected to remember something. That was not my fault.
It depends if Aaron read this aloud or not.
No, I didn't.
I'm not helping.
Sounds like a summer vacation. Well, I've got some information out of that. Not much useful stuff.
That was a useful note.
You say something about the perimeter?
Mm.
Did you describe it, or?
He said it takes him 10 minutes to run,
London.
but he was injured, so it was slower than usual.
Oh my god.
Useless?
The small base.
You could be sitting there with a drawing being like, what's the calculation of an injured slow soldier to work out the size of the base?
Your pen?
You know what? I'm going to do that. What's his name? The butler. He might be more intelligent than me.
Hank?
Hank.
He's standing at the other end of the hall, just kind of waiting to be called upon.
You need someone who can do algebra to help you with this.
Hank sort of looks up and sort of walks over and goes, "Yes, sir."
Now, I don't know if this is a concept in your time, but do you know algebra?
A little.
Is there someone here that knows more? I need to calculate how long it takes. How did I injure the guy again?
You guys stabbed him.
Where we stab him again?
Like the leg and the back and stuff.
I need to calculate how long it would take for an injured man to run around, like the surface area of how long it would take an injured man to run in 10 minutes.
The surface
Surface
area.
area?
What the
The
hell?
distance? That's the word.
Circumference. It's also a word.
How many liters?
Diameter.
Hank looks at you and then points at the scientists that you were insulting.
I didn't insult him. I was questioning his jacket.
That's insulting.
I'm wearing a more complicated jacket than him. Well, he would be wearing more complicated.
Theo does not know maths at all, but she knows enough to be like, are you fucking dumb, bro?
Do you even brain lift? That's how you insult somebody's intelligence. Can your brain even lift?
Next minute my brain summons tiny fist.
Yeah. You're like lifting books and like, this is how I do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to them and just if they can help me out with this mathematical problem.
You say that as two of them are sort of getting up, having finished their meals, and look at you. What kind of problem?
I'm trying to calculate how long it would take, like the distance it would take to run 10 minutes.
Depends on the creature and the area.
The
Injured
variables.
Shut up, Theo. Human and injured. Stabbed in the leg.
Very slow.
How fast is the injured human moving? On average.
Laden or unladen?
That's an unknown variable.
How fit is the human?
Not very.
Let's say average at best, and it's been about a week since the wound. A week? No, it's only been a couple of.
It's only been a day.
It's only been a day since the wound.
Right, so wait, 10 minutes. What is the terrain like?
Unknown, but from the description of the letter, it just seems like any Just at the outskirts or in the city, just with some buildings or something. I assume dirt.
Why don't you get them?
I'm embarrassed of the letter.
You should be.
Given the letter,
Here's the mathematical equation.
he takes it and starts reading through it, and you watch his eye just kind of go. So it looks like he's trying to comprehend this. He finishes it and he goes, "There's not much to work with from this.
I know. It's an idiot spy.
Where is this based?"
Somewhere around here.
Oh my.
That's a useful variable, actually.
Is it now?
To the north in the marsh, further south towards more of a coastal region or more inland.
Did he tell me?
No.
Unknown. Calculate all three.
You
I don't know why I listened to your suggestion.
you hear scribbling,
Your own
and
fault.
you look over, and one of the two scientists, one who's been talking to you, and the other one who's been sitting at the table, the other two have gone. He's sitting there scribbling things, and drawing things as you've been talking. A couple of minutes go by, and he sits up and goes, and holds you a piece of paper with like 3 different circles and a whole bunch of numbers just written everywhere on it, and just hands it to you, and goes, "There's an answer." Gets up and just walks away.
There was the guy sitting down.
That was the guy sitting down. The guy standing there in front of you just sort of goes, "Oh, right," and turns and just walks off behind the other
I
guy.
have the note.
"Oh, right, yeah, of course, yes." Hands back the note and walks off.
Okay. Bunch of circles and numbers. Did he like... Is it just circles and numbers on it?
There's circles, numbers, there's a couple of like angles and things like this. It looks like there's a bunch of different variables written in and like time codes and things like that. It looks like he's potentially calculated how long it would take someone to run somewhere in 10 minutes in like a circle, but it's ranging from anywhere from like 3 meters to a kilometer.
Useful.
Wow.
Yeah, very useful.
That is a terrible math. That is an insane margin of error. Like, actually insane.
Doesn't help me at all with finding this location.
They had no variables to work with.
That's actually not. You can work out the average running speed and work out how much area they would travel, and then you would assume that it was a circle or an oval.
You've also taken into consideration the fact that he's like, what is the terrain he's going around in as well.
Yeah, so even if you ignored terrain and only factored in speed, it would can be anywhere from 3 meters to a kilometer. That's nuts. It would be more like, 10 minutes? How far did you travel? It'd be like either around a house or around 4 houses.
You asking some dumb questions.
I'm
Like a dumb math guy.
I'm basing the 1 meter to 1 kilometer off my own personal running ability.
Sure, you're working. That's bullshit.
Kilometers that far in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes.
Bro, do you even run?
And he wasn't running and he was injured. He's not getting a kilometer done.
No, but that's why the highest is a kilometer.
Say I do a kilometer in like 2 minutes.
You say 2 minutes.
Sure.
Yo, Speedy Gonzalez over here.
You're just a terrible liar.
If you think so, baby.
I know so.
Hmm.
Well, that doesn't help. As I go back to observing the fine royalty, because my father hadn't actually been in royalty before.
As you start walking around, notice some of the servers have been taking food away and stuff. Immediately the entire room goes for attention as one of the back doors opens.
The door that Cat came out of?
Yes.
As plates of food go, I like grab shit off them.
Who's still in the room?
The
Yeah.
rest of the room.
I am.
All of us.
Okay.
You didn't
yeah.
leave.
No, I just stood up and moved away as far as possible.
The door opens and the king and queen sort of walk out and walk over to the chairs and sit down. The king looks like he's in the middle of writing something. He sort of stops and walks it to the side and takes some of the food that's been sitting in front of him and starts eating it. The queen walks out, stops, realizes it's all you guys here and bolts down to Johnny. He goes, "Where did you go?" "Where did you go? You were here before and then you just vanished." "I'm worried about you, and then we had to send you a search party, and they found you at the pub again."
He was with me. As I walk over. He was with me.
"Hi, who are you?"
My new life partner. The wings from
Aaron.
What happened to your wife?
She left me. At the bar, I was drinking my feelings away. Gaslight, gaslight.
I was there supporting him.
In
That's
more
terrible.
ways than what I walk up and grab your ass.
Ew.
I do the same.
Even Sarah.
She looks a little sort of confused and goes, "But you were so in love before."
Love is fleeting.
She cheated on him.
There's an audible snort that comes from the king.
Not much to cheat on. Love you too, Dad.
The king sort of adjusts his monocle on his face and just kind of looks at you. This sort of look of not disappointment, but
Not angry, son. I just don't give a fuck.
I'm not angry or disappointed.
I just don't care.
contentment.
But I don't have it last time, do
Oh, you have mine.
It's your father.
I? Aaron, Monster Hunter.
You said that to the king.
I said to the queen because I assumed we were in the work room.
The queen stops and looks at, "Oh, a hunter."
Oh, as I take my helmet off. Back to my Syrian self.
Have you been following the request for our missing toad?
Indeed.
Have you found anything?
Leads. That's all right now.
Ah.
But we can discuss another time. Seems like you're in a banquet right now or something.
No, the breakfast is clearing up, and then we allow a couple of hours for people to bring concerns through, and they sort of update us what they need for things, and then afternoon's afternoon for things.
I can discuss it then.
Will you be removing the cat from the library at some point?
Oh, Fitz.
Yes.
We both look at each other. Right.
He asked to have a look at some of Johnny's father, the king's experiments, and the skeletons that were following him around have been grabbing things from out the courtyard, and we haven't been able to remove them. Just wondering if you'd be able to convince him to leave at some point.
We will eventually. I don't know him very well.
Give him sticks and bones and let him do his thing, and then he'll leave when we leave.
I feel like he's studying the experiments.
I think Johnny's the one who knows him the most out of
That's
them.
why I looked at him. I thought, I don't know him.
That's why I showed back. She just takes all my money. That's the bulk of our interactions.
Hopefully he shouldn't cause any damage.
No crime.
I feel like he's just dissecting
No
them.
crime.
He's making stuff. Crunch.
I see. So
What he said.
have we met?
I don't believe so. You might have met my sister.
We have met a lot of people's sisters.
Bound to come on.
Why not Johnny? Pretty sure you met my sister.
Yeah.
I mean, your sister broke my Johnny's heart.
It's alright.
She's like that.
We're in a freeway relationship. And
You're cheating on me.
Yeah, no. I grab your house and your house.
This doesn't get
Wait.
Our drum is keeping
Yeah.
I am the sensible one right now, and I
I'm like, slap, slap.
He would easily be able to see through me if she wasn't doing any inside. I'm just going with it.
The queen sort of turns a little distraught and sort of walks
How will I have a grandson?
up and sits down next to the king and starts whispering something into his ear. And he sort of whispers something back, and she sort of looks back and just sits there. It's sort of quiet. The king kind of just scans the room. over at you and roll me
Eating.
roll me a perception. Yeah.
I do walk up to them.
You roll them?
Can I pull out the hunter medallion that I got?
Yeah. Your one or
No, the other one.
Okay.
I do have one inquiry.
Kingston says you. Roll.
Were there any hunters that came through with this medallion recently?
Yes. About a week ago.
A week?
Yes.
Same sort of inquiry about the toad?
Of course. About 2 days into the missing situation.
Okay. Do you know who it was?
Your mom.
I was a human.
That narrows it down.
It really doesn't.
I don't remember how old.
That's the point. Survey the room, there's mostly humans here.
He didn't say his name or anything?
Maybe that's skeleton.
Or her?
They would have lived with that, you dumb.
The king just kind of says, I guess, I believe.
I'm giving the DM a chance to name the person.
It's the definition of a redundant question. It's like, were they male? Yes. Did they have a penis? No.
Hang it on. I have -1 wisdom.
I believe his name was Jason.
Pop.
He was.
On a vendetta.
I don't know.
That's true.
I'll look into it. But I believe he was killed by.
But
Do I know the Phoenix properly? I know them by name, right?
By name, yeah.
Yeah. By a squad of. Is it the Phoenix?
Squad
I think they're
game.
called?
Strange.
No, it's
Just out of the area.
They're a little bit larger than it. Bandit.
It's not even been fun.
oh, she's done. She keep up the waist, just scream.
I don't know much about them, but they were attacking a city.
Why do you choose to go the most difficult way when there was a door right there?
That was easy enough.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I'm used to coming around the back.
That's what he said.
That is what he said. I am he.
Oh. Nani.
when was I going to be alerted to this?
Here's me thinking.
My
that-
camera's gone sideways.
Oh, no.
Just turn the physical tripod.
Oh.
There you
Oh.
go.
Sugoi.
They've done a little bit more damage than just being bandits.
Well, they've been recruiting through some people who have been at the library and some potential mages that come in and out, but I mean, they're just bandit kind of people. They're not really that big of a group.
How many people in our group actually dealt with the Dudium that were actually involved in the invasion? Is it just Johnny and Fitz?
Johnny,
Yeah.
Fitz, Dio, and Aaron were involved in the invasion itself.
Lots of guys.
Dio doesn't remember the invasion, potentially was knocked out, but was in the city during the invasion.
Okay.
Technically, Dio didn't exist. But yeah.
I was meditating, man. I was on some good scuba.
You were growing your arms.
I don't know if
Mental
it's
shit.
time or place, but
Love me a
they
bit
did
mental.
invade Neilhart.
The Phoenix.
Yes.
They were the invading force to Neilhart.
Yes.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Airships, magicians making fake dragons, people actually storming
Walmart wizards.
fake dragons, wizards making fake dragons.
Walmart dragons.
That complicates things a little more.
I'm like,
So I believe they're involved with the toad because there were other people inquiring about it. Don't have much of a description of them, but two and two together.
No, but I have a way. King stands up and walks around his chair, and then walks to the door where he came from and stops, turns back and goes, You can follow.
Oh.
That thing over there can follow if it wants, pointing at you.
Well, out of nowhere, I'm just sitting with this bag of chips, and as you guys were talking, getting closer and closer to the situation, crunch.
Come on, thing.
Okay, I guess I'll just stay here. Cool.
She was involved in the invasion. And
Come.
so was Johnny. He
Smart.
actually was doing a lot of usefulness.
I'm
Dropping a lot of, was it arrowheads on people?
yeah. I'm double picking with.
And captaining a ship.
It might be useful then. Come with me.
Oh, my eye.
He turns and starts walking.
Your nose going, your finger going through your nose and popping out your eye.
Holy crap.
As he takes you guys back into this very fancy looking hallway, then up to another door on the
Bye,
hallway.
Queenie.
She sort of smiles as you walk out. And
You know, a little wink as I wander out, too.
You're hitting on the queen now.
But he just like, bye, Mum.
you wander through this nicer corridor and through another door. That he just
Met my
opens
way
up,
through the
and
family.
It's a spiral kind of staircase, and he just sort of starts walking up the staircase.
Follow.
Crunch.
You guys make it up into the top of this sort of tower room, and basically opening the door, you notice essentially this room full of just different assortments of, almost like you walked into a pizza emporium, essentially, just gear and things
Do I
everywhere.
recognise any of them?
I love Pizza Emporium.
You can roll me general perception. This looks much
24.
to you. This looks a lot like the library, but less things broken. Roll me intelligence.
Well, I'm probably real
Broken in a
stupid.
state of disarray.
I've got no 11.
There's a lot of very fancy, well put together machinery that seems to be around here. A little bit like bits of the airship, similar to sort of the core that sits in the airship. You've seen that, and sort of some of the rooms there. This looks a lot like that sort of gear.
Ah. Yes.
What did you get for
17.
17? Yeah, a lot of the stuff looks like primitive versions of things that you would.
So I wouldn't recognise any of it.
You wouldn't recognise it. Yeah.
That was basically the question.
And walking in through this room, he wanders up to a sort of device that's sitting by the windowsill, and he sort of brushes some things off it, and turns and sort of plonks it in front of you. And it basically looks like it's a book that has like a hand clamp that you can put your hand onto. And sitting on the top of it is like this weird looking orb that's just almost snow globey.
I love snow globes.
What's this?
And he goes, similar to spells that some people can cast with finding creatures, this thing here is able to give people a general idea of where something of a similar creature or object exists.
Amy Cooter.
You'll look over and catch just the
Love his face.
In game and out of game.
One character to know about.
I know.
I'm there going, there's probably something.
And he goes,
Don't know what.
Touching things.
if you
Lump in the back of my
actually
mind.
saw the uniform of these bandits a lot better,
Mm-hmm.
you could potentially find them with this.
I walk up. Do I just put my hand on it?
Yes, the only downfall with it is I do not have a proper power source running for it. The last one exploded, so only those who are capable of casting magic can use this.
Should be
Alright.
fine by me.
I've got it, and I turn it on.
Fitz would have a cloak from them as a note.
From them?
From the raid.
Oh, cool.
Because
He's not here
I
right now.
grabbed a bunch of them and gave one to him because he asked for one.
Yeah.
But I've got the rest.
He's in the library.
Luggage. So I decided.
With the lead pipe.
With
The limp party.
And find a faggot.
Burning.
No, boner, faggot.
You walk over and put your hand on the slip. Do you relinquish a spell slot?
Yeah.
Cool. You are now. You can, while sitting here, you can cast a locate creature.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You've got to describe me a creature that you want to locate.
Oh, mate. Can I describe just
why?
one of... Like I described one of the hunters.
Hold on.
Just received a stupid letter from
Oh, yeah. I'm describe. Is it Tim?
It's Timothy.
Timothy.
Essentially, you just need to be thinking of Timothy.
I pull out the letter. My love.
This guy's that bumbling fuckwit. I hope he glows on the other side.
The orb glows a little bit and sort of goes all starry, and then all the lights sort of start going out of it as it sort of darkens, and one light appears on sort of the fire glow part of it. And you get this general feeling that that light is about half a day's travel west from you.
I think I've seen this in a play.
Get that feeling.
I'm gonna, brighten this down somehow. Northwest now a day's.
You're gonna memento it. You just pass out for the pain. What was this? I better finish off the break.
So it seems like they're encampments a day's walk from here.
Interesting.
Northwest. I'll take my hand off.
You take it off and immediately lose contact with the spell.
My spell slot.
You look at the guy who was doing the math for you, and you're like, man, he was miles.
You gotta rehire some new scientists. But
Oh, that guy, he's a poet.
You're talking about the breakfast crew. Yeah,
The Breakfast Club.
That's the cleanup crew.
where'd they get the
Forget about me.
Where'd they get the uniforms from?
Our process of elimination of some.
The dumbest?
No, the uniforms were made out of a process of elimination from some ancient texts I discovered.
What about you, fucking geek?
That makes sense.
Do you ever say that?
No.
What?
Deal with respect.
You're going around beating up nerds.
Nerd!
It's your fault I'm in detention with these
You found the
nerds.
texts around here.
Not around here, no. On travels.
Ah.
I believe it was the Sergeant Pumpernickel discovered.
I'd be curious to talk about the texts. I'm very curious about them.
It's my grandfather-in-law, I believe.
Oh, so he's still alive?
No, he's passed.
Oh.
He spent a lot of time with Johnny.
Do you have many books about them still around?
Few of them.
So can I. They just don't talk about it.
Not for public viewing. They have been sealed for trying copying the text that are still from them. We're
Oh, I see.
working out a way of safely reviving them.
Right. Oh, at least we know more about the Phoenix guys.
Well, is that all the leads you'll need then?
To go look at them, yes.
Okay, off you go then. Find me my toad.
Has Faridrin come through?
There.
The other hunter that was with us.
Might want to describe the dragonborn.
The walking dragon.
Ah,
The other
yes.
sensible one.
Hey! I'm sober now.
I mean,
Yes, she did come. She was here earlier. About a couple hours before you were all dragged in last night, I believe.
Mr. That much. Thank God.
So she's potentially back at the Chapel of Hades.
Hmm.
In town.
oh, yeah.
I'll go there then. Thanks. Can I leave?
You may leave, of course.
Bye, Felicia.
As you guys go to leave, he
I don't leave. I'm just like, bye, Felicia.
he turns to look at you and goes, I don't know what kind of con you're trying to pull. Looking at you makes me feel a bit queasy.
Can I hear? This is what I go on.
Yes.
Man.
I haven't left, so
Are we
I'm
still here? Or is...
If you can hear as you're leaving.
I'm still
okay.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
Be careful who you mess with.
But sir, I call no one. I came looking for my sister.
Deception.
Roll
That's a
me a
lie.
I'm not roll.
Can I roll intimidation?
Fucking dice, man.
We're going to deceive them.
Roll deception and disadvantage.
Why would you do disadvantage on me? That's so rude.
He taps the eyeglass thing.
Hold on. 15?
He looks at you and goes, if your sister is an identical changeling like yourself, potentially. And taps his eyeglass again. And then ushers for you to leave. Be careful who you mess with.
Rude.
That is a wise man.
And I go, like,
So-
my entire aura and vibe just goes real dark. Rude.
Mommy told me.
Don't even acknowledge anyone else around me. Just
Daddy told me off. Man.
no, you revealed something that I'm embarrassed about to
King looks
everyone
at you
around
and
me.
goes,
Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Do you even know what a changeling is?
I will find it.
Was Johnny in the room?
I was still.
Paying attention.
As soon as he started talking to Gage, I was curious. Changeling.
Turns and looks at you and goes,
Are we still in the library?
no, up in
No,
the
the top
chapel.
down.
Oh, okay. Because we walked through the library, right?
Changeling.
We walked through
Was it
a portal.
changeling?
Yeah,
I just tried to
Really
be
that
similar to the
can-
library.
this is in-game.
Oh, when he
Okay.
walked around?
This is in-game.
Also,
Like,
I
as
highly
we were
doubt you know what a
traveling.
changeling
I
from
doubt
5e
it.
is.
Aaron.
Do I know what a changeling is from my time?
Your time, probably not. You can roll me a history if you want,
Bruh,
whether you've heard tales.
what's the changeling, bruh?
18. History is. I don't know why I'm looking at my book.
Yeah, bruh.
Doesn't actually tell me. Is it intelligence?
History is intelligence.
Non-natural 20.
You don't know what exactly a changeling is, but it's like a mythos of a creature that you've heard of.
I mean, you
Something that was a myth in my time.
could make a logical leap from the name alone.
I mean, you can.
Right. So what you're saying is
You can change its form.
don't trust that shady mofo.
You didn't trust me to begin with.
Yeah, for good reason.
You don't trust anyone.
Right, so don't trust him. You mean continue on the path you're
I
on.
trust the bear. I trust the bear.
I'm still pretty neutral.
And the fairy dragon.
Ouch.
Catch shit at
And
me
you.
when I was drunk.
It's fine. You were the first one out of the corridor? Catch?
If
I'm
they
assuming
did,
if you
then
walk
yeah.
in, yeah.
Yeah.
You walk down and immediately open the door, and Falcor is just sitting there in the doorway. Looks like he's been trying to get through it the entire time.
I
And
look super just. Yeah. I do
he
not-
looks at you as you,
I look like I'm about to murder someone.
and he just pats his paw into your chest and goes, "What's wrong? You're usually so fluid. It seemed very solidly annoyed at the moment."
Just revealed something. I'm not. I don't like that king very much. He's rude.
Pat, 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 and sort of, and then tries to.
I'm like, thank you, man.
And he tries to move out of the doorway, and then sort of half realizes something, and then just goes ethereal and slightly moves out of the doorway entirely. And he looks almost embarrassed that he forgot he could do that.
Ah, that's 1 point to me this time as I walked down. You forgot.
After the encounter with the bear, with Alcor, it seems to lighten a little. Nice.
Now you
Damn
can
it,
get
you're
this
better
debacle.
now.
Now you're in my way, bear.
Stops and looks at you, and then just goes, and just jumps into the stomach. And then goes ethereal again and moves back out of the way again. And then sort of realizes that everyone's coming out of the corridor, then he keeps trying to go into it, and just kind of goes, just sort of plonks himself in the hallway as you guys all sort of come out.
You want another fish, buddy? Cool, I've only got one of these around today. There's more fish left.
Right, that's 1 point to you this time. So I just lean on him. I'm shoulder.
You look, 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 you look What is your guys playing?
Oh yeah, we have to go to Temple Hades to tell faridrin.
Are we high up?
You guys are going back upstairs.
We walk down the tower.
Before that, was there a window? Cool. I'll take a guess what I'm gonna do.
Gonna go back up.
Out the window.
Please, and don't get up.
So if you turn around and go back up the stairs,
Yeah.
in the middle of halfway going up the stairs, you get little like arrow slit things that you walk past. You then grab out of a corner, and your dad is standing there. He goes, "Where are you going?"
Nowhere.
My coin purse upstairs.
It's his finger on your head. Some there's no force behind this. It's like when a parent moves their child, they sort of follow with it. He just kind of turns your head just so to face you back the other way.
Fine. I call up in a ball and roll down the stairs. Sonic style.
Gotta go fast.
60-10, falling damage. There's no such thing as falling damage. There's only landing damage.
How many old women does he hit on the way down?
How fast?
You take 12 bludgeoning damage and you just bang down the stairs.
I imagine I twist my horn and just.
Oh, will you try and stop yourself at the end of the stairs or keep going?
Keep going.
Johnny,
You guys are standing there and Johnny just goes to the side. Rolls out of the hallway, just smacks into the wall on the other side. Thanks.
So,
2 more bludgeoning damage.
cool.
That poor wall.
Well, that'll do. I know. You then realise there's like multiple imprints, like I've done this before. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
the butler comes. Ah, Johnny, you were wrong.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Goes to the throne room.
If you start, walking back into the throne room, it looks
So
like
brush my shut off.
walking into the throne room, the table in the middle of the room has been moved basically to the side and it's being sort of cleaned up.
Who's still there?
A bunch of servants cleaning things up, looking
Servants?
like they're sitting up.
Where's the queen?
The queen's still sitting in a chair. She looks like she's just been finishing breakfast.
I go to the queen.
Sits in.
Hello.
Hello.
Just my sister, of course. You know, you met her. She's
Hurt Johnny's heart, yes.
yeah. She's a bit of a funny one. We've been trying to track her down for some time.
Okay.
She's done a number on our family. Ran away with jewels and.
Oh.
But never mind that. I feel I should at least get to know you and Johnny's family. Tell me about yourself.
And walk up, slap and walk away.
Well,
I don't break stride.
I'm assuming you're still blunt.
Yeah.
She turns, notices Johnny and goes, "I'm sorry, one moment." She gets up and starts sort of, I'm not going to sing, but sings this very sort of,
Please sing.
Come on. Oh dear.
Where's the mercy?
a very sort of choir-like song. And Johnny full health
Oh, cool.
as she's cast healing word on you.
1d4, yes.
There are no consequences.
Your mum.
That explains everything about his character, though.
Oh, yeah.
Catch takes note of that. It explains it all.
He goes, "I'm sorry."
Oh, quite all right. That was beautiful.
Oh, it's a family trait.
You mean we
Quite a
can do it
talent you
too?
Did he pick it up?
The musical talent of magic, of course. He uses spoons.
He's like, he uses it wrong.
He uses spoons for some reason. He used to have such a beautiful voice in his younger days.
Used to have.
Eating some food like a duck.
Not where I was going with that.
Did you have much education when you were younger with that, or was it just natural?
It's a natural talent that people in my family sort of carry through and teach our
Your
children.
foreplay hurts me, Catch. Stop it.
Not foreplaying. I'm talking to a woman. Jesus.
Foreplay in your eyes.
This is not foreplaying. Trust me on that one.
Violent.
What, like I was
There's a whole lot more
holding you up to make this?
Last the whole night as well.
and requires at least 2 other people.
Well, this has been a fun game, guys.
I too tend to lean towards the more musical side of things. Perhaps you could teach me some songs?
Potentially, but
I don't need the magic side of them, I just like the sound of them.
the songs themselves. And she pulled out this sort of small diary. And goes, they're basically poems and things. Yes. It's more about the feeling behind the words that are used that help embrace the magic behind it, but the songs themselves are just there.
Yes, it's very similar to the music I know. Definitely about feelings. And invoking.
My skin.
Close, but not quite. Interesting. But tell me more about yourself. Your life.
Black hole.
So much to tell here.
Now.
I fell for Reed, and now.
Literally from a tower. It's like the years of taking care of Johnny flashes back to him licking doorknobs.
Eating a tetanus shot.
Anywho.
We were both met in one of the Athenaeums. A couple of years after that, we were married, and his father left the kingdom for him, and we've been sending it more.
She's a tiefling, right?
She is. He's a human.
That's excellent. I mean,
and then we were blessed with Johnny.
Johnny's a half-breed.
of course, blessed, yes.
Something
is now.
Tieflings often get looked as curses, but no, I agree with you. Blessed is the word. Miracles upon this world.
Yeah.
Sorry. Now, what do you do to keep yourself entertained?
Well, for the last couple of months, I've been in disarray wondering what happened to Johnny. As he went out with one of our trusted guards and vanished.
I walk down. Come on, Cashling. We're going to the Temple of Hades.
You mean changling?
I just look at you.
I don't like you.
It completely and utterly ignores Dio.
You're gonna die.
And just kind of looks at you. And you see, like, the swirl in his eyes.
Catch, you also
Ignores.
notice Aaron suddenly
And then
goes
goes back.
very majestic. Falcor has moved right past him.
I'm in the background like your hype man.
I just ignore him. Continue my conversation with the queen.
I don't wish to be rude. I'm enjoying personal chat, but I believe your friends were going somewhere.
I'm not sure they're my friends. I've only just recently met them, and they're a bit strange.
I walk up and slap both girls.
You seem very close with Johnny.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that one happened.
You know what they say, rum before liquor.
If you like, I could attempt to keep an eye on him and look out for him.
That would be great, yes. She rummages through something and sort of pulls a lever, and the side of her armchair opens up, and there's a bunch of books in there. And she pulls out a little notebook and goes, have you heard of chatterbooks before?
History?
Yeah.
12, I assume. I've at least heard something of it.
These two are the siblings. This one here. Please let me know what Johnny does and where he goes.
The what ones?
They're siblings. That one's connected to this one.
He's got a God. Well done, Michael.
I still like the thing
Yeah, you're meant.
switched out at birth.
I get up, I bow,
There's like a
turn,
noble.
and just walk right past all of you.
I realize like I'm walking.
Yeah, you're outside.
I was switched at birth. There's like a really noble child somewhere who's like saving peasants.
When really you're real.
The real changling.
No, he's a what was your class in that weird game we played?
Oh, the super good one.
Yeah, he's a
paladin?
He was a paladin. Yeah.
Didn't believe in violence. Even though he was a bad guy.
Catch up with Johnny.
Okay. How quick are you walking?
Usual pace.
Usual pace.
Try to out with peel at anyone that walks fast.
I'm assuming
You're
you're
all back.
I'm assuming you're all following Johnny because he knows where the Temple of Hades is.
My favourite doorknob is this one.
I'm asking around.
It looks like it's still on fire. It tastes like cherry.
You gotta get your fingers in the eye holes.
You and Hank is standing at the door and he goes, if you go down back into the main city, then out towards the main.
Character as well.
It basically points out Hank. Essentially, it's just on the outskirts of the city, just over here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's a beautiful blob.
Yeah. So the blob sea.
And here we see this prized blob that you could be in to win. Anywho, back to you, Chad.
I've gone that way. I don't know where Johnny's going, but I've gone that way.
Catches
Gotta
in a
find the
song
door.
and coming up. Crawling.
Are you following Johnny or Aaron?
Johnny.
Yeah,
Are you following yourself or Aaron?
I'm following my instincts.
Your nose. My nose, your tongue.
Where are you going?
That way, the way you said. Lead the right way.
Okay.
That's what we're going right now.
After about 10 minutes of walking into town and then getting part of the way through town, you guys end up at the main castle, like the main city gates again, as people are sort of being let out. I don't know if Dia remembers that she was recently running away from guards.
We'll see what happens.
Oi, wench!
I wanted to see if
I look at Catch. I'm not a wench.
Catch is male form at the moment.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
What's the pacing like? Where am I in relation? Yeah.
What's your...
Are you behind?
I'm walking very fast.
You've already assumed you know where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've stopped and you've turned around and you're just staring at me as I wander.
That way.
What? You're not reacting to me.
Wenches are women.
You can be both changling.
I don't know what you're on about. I'm a man.
Changeling.
You don't know that.
Dio, you don't even know what a changeling is.
Johnny, could we get the guards to deal with this creature that's surrounding me?
Sure, guards, seize her.
Some of the guards hear this, turn and look and go, the Tiefling?
Yep.
We'll pull out some weapons.
Okay.
Kill her.
Okay.
Are you going to resist them, or
No.
these guys walk over and grab you by the arm?
I'm just gonna start meditating while they're grabbing me.
They're holding, and then they turn and go, now what?
Kill her.
Surely death might be a bit much.
Just take her outside the city.
Perhaps just a simple punishment.
It's gonna
A
be
whipping?
funny. Trust me. It's not gonna be good for the
Joke's on you.
guards.
I like whipping.
Good
They used
to
to
know.
do that at the
The two guys kind
monastery.
of look at each other, take her outside, then
Good
they
to know.
walk around the city and just kind of flog Theo out in the path and go,
Wait, hang on. Am I actually making progress here?
As I walk past.
Interesting love-hate relationship again.
flog you outside and go,
Don't
yes,
be
you're
rude.
banned, but... And they kind of look at each other.
For being rude.
Rudeness?
Rudeness.
Matt, can I?
Think about what you've done and come back and apologize.
Okay, I've thought about what I've done.
Okay?
I am sorry.
Very good.
Can I please come back in?
Didn't apologize to me.
I don't believe you.
You're not here.
Oh, it.
This is just between the two guys and Theo at the moment. You guys have all kind of passed through. They just kind of look at each other and go,
Oh, Gary, I'm not sure if I believe it.
Thank you. And I'm sorry to have wasted your time, and I give them 2 gold.
thank you.
Steve, I'm sure she's
They put the
alright.
gold-
Sorry to have wasted your time, good sirs. Thank you.
Shut up, girl.
Roll me a perception.
How to carry and see, Phil.
Non-natural 20.
You hear one of them go, "Is that normal?" And the other one goes, "Yeah, no, Johnny usually asks for different things, and sometimes people get desperate and give us gold. Usually works out."
We're
You are
also,
quite correct.
we're also easily corruptible. Remember that meeting about taking bribes? They misunderstood the meeting.
So we do take the bribe. Right.
A few minutes goes by, and you guys start walking towards what looks like a graveyard surrounding a building.
Continue. You're good.
Goblin babies.
So you guys approach a building that has a bunch of graveyards around it.
I like graveyards.
Cool, we'll lead you here. Moving on.
Is this where you buried all of your loved ones?
I don't have those. What a weird assumption to
What's a
make.
loved one?
How loud is the conversation?
Fairly loud.
Faridrin, can you roll me a perception?
Faridrin shit.
Player 2 enters the game.
I need my phone.
Alicia, why are you not prepared?
We didn't expect to join the game.
Player 2 has entered the game.
Aren't you meant to be a
I'm probably going to say about 14, maybe. It's a 12 roll.
Alright, now you'll hear the very familiar sound of Johnny speaking very loudly about nonsense.
I wish Faridrin was here.
So is this just the graveyard?
This is a graveyard with a cathedral basically around it. It's the Hades.
I will turn
Round
to
it.
the priests and
Is
tell
there
them
any
to
statues?
hide any valuables initially.
One of them goes, "Of course."
The prince is coming.
Oh, you notice them immediately start grabbing almost everything, taking it into a back room. The only thing that's left is like an old wicked candle that's sort of melted to the bench that's there. That's it.
I'll kneel down in front of it, just waiting. Acting as though I'm praying.
I'll walk in and I'll sit down and wait.
So you walk into you just open the door of the cathedral.
Mhm.
Basically, it's a church kind of cathedral set up. Faridrin's sitting right at the end.
I'll sit down. I'll like go near the end and just sit and wait.
Assume there's like statue,
Yeah.
something of.
Hades. Yeah, you recognise Hades the moment you walk
I
in.
wander up to it. This guy? Loud enough for anyone around me to hear.
Julia now changed.
There was a couple of people who are in the like hall, sort of in robes. They kind of sort of look at each other and they hear you audibly say that.
I met him.
Oh, high five.
Hey, Faridrin, nice to see
You
you.
know, like,
Hello.
What's a changeling?
oh, that's strange.
You
Why?
sound like a racist.
What's a changeling?
What are you?
What's a changeling?
Being pulled out of my reverie. I assume I could actually at least roll for it.
Yeah,
We're not together as such.
yeah, I'm working out. Is it a history? It's a 1.
Doesn't matter. Why?
Just catches a changeling, whatever that
I'm
is.
still just looking at the statue.
Congratulations. I'm assuming it means he can change.
How do you know if it's a good thing or not?
I don't trust you.
You don't trust anyone.
Theo, of course not. I love your crazy.
Theo, you don't trust anyone.
Speaking of which, Falcon was sitting at the entrance of the cathedral,
Theo's cat.
just tapping like over the precipice and then just sort of moving back again, like this ground sort of makes him uncomfortable, and he just kind of sits down at the entrance.
We'll find you later, buddy. You don't have to wait around.
Do you want the last bit?
Hold on, guys. If we're going to be talking, this is a place of revelry and quiet. Looking at the party, knowing that that's not what goes on in this place. And I stand up and start to walk towards the exit, or entrance, which is an exit at the same time.
You just hear a cat
Well, I can just
in a
And the
loud
white voice.
whisper.
Oh, go on.
That's a loud whisper. That's the point.
hear yourself.
Yeah, I'll walk them out there so that we have at least some less disturbance going on, making sure that everyone leaves before I do.
Oh, I'm standing at the statue still looking at it.
I'll walk out.
He doesn't talk through the statue.
Sorry, I don't know these things. It appeared
You said
in my void.
you said you met him.
Well, yeah. Loki took me.
He's a lot bigger than that.
He wasn't when I met him.
Loki?
But yeah,
Start getting my conspiracy theory.
I'll keep hating. Changing. That's all me.
Wait for everyone to pile up outside and then ask. So,
Turn and go.
hello? What have we found? What?
Update on the toad
Ah, the one that was meant to be in the
cave.
pointing towards
The mountain.
that way.
It's meant to be something there.
Suspect it could have been stolen by. Do you know the Phoenix bandits?
I know phoenixes and I know bandits.
Roll me a history.
Phoenix Bandit sounds like a.
Yes, I know phoenixes and bandits.
Wow.
Yep.
This is not my dice.
It's a bitch of a dice.
There's a malicious group called the Phoenix.
The Order
Don't
of
look
the
at me.
Phoenix? Or
He's the only one that knows, and he doesn't help.
I've seen that play too.
I'm
The
like,
one time.
the scroll's better.
They're the ones that attacked.
I don't read.
I can't remember the name. Neilhart. If you've heard of the invasion.
I heard of an attack of a supposed dragon at some point. They control dragons.
Illusion.
A is for apple.
That's good.
They
A little bit more than that.
have kidnapped someone I know, but also I suspect that they might have been involved in kidnapping the toad as well. Since people that had a description were seen asking about the toad not long ago.
Well, I hear lawbreakers.
Keep it up.
They're about a day's walk northwest
Your
from
tattoo
here.
bit me.
My hammer on the onto my shoulder pointed in the right direction. I heard there were lawbreakers.
And they killed one of our own. I thought that like the hunter's badge. About a week ago.
I'm already walking. Where? When? Let's go.
Let's go.
Any information that I have picked up or anything during this time that I might want to add on to these things, seeing as I technically haven't been here for anything.
More variations of stories of people matching sort of this. Now you've pieced together this Phoenix group recruiting people have been in the area. And you know of a few spots that they have potentially been turned up. The last time you went to visit a spot, there was a whole bunch of corpses there. You went there last night to investigate this and went and told the king and came back.
Could I talk? We're having speak with dead.
Yes, having spoken with dead, it would have, one of them described his death as being stabbed with knives. Scary gnome. One of them doesn't know how he died. He just died.
Oh, one of them was.
And one of them was impaled while being pushed over by a typhoon.
the best kind of murder is
Did it-
murder with your friends.
They're so evil.
Would I have gotten a colour?
Oh, they are.
You're red, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Red from the blood of my enemies.
Well, the good news is I'm not worried about this one so much, so that probably wouldn't be
A lot of
enough to
enemies.
panic in my head.
Trust no one.
Okay,
I think you get 3 questions with each death. Yeah.
that'd be enough.
You can just ask me straight up and I can just tell you.
It's okay. I trust you, remember? And I heard, and this is supposedly where Phoenix bad guys are, so I probably assume it's a bad Phoenix dude. Well, as we are heading towards the right direction, I assume.
Yeah. As long as you guys know how compass. Roll.
I know how compass works.
Yeah. Who knows? Actually, no. Aaron doesn't actually know the direction because he actually cast the spell, so he knows where he's going.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just going with. I got a 1. I'm just following you guys. I
I've
have
checked
no
it
idea.
before anyway.
I have no idea.
Charging up ahead. Shoot, we're going this way.
All right.
Things, yeah.
Big part of it. So yeah, making sure obviously that the entire group
If you
is
start
following.
whistling that,
He's
you'll
going
get
in that
Ash doing
direction.
it.
Is there anything that is required for preparation before we murder evil lawdoers?
Nah, let's go.
I
Reconnaissance?
need to just rest and get my thoughts because a lot has happened today.
We have a day's walk. It's what, midday?
Half a day's walk.
Half a day's walk, and the time is what, morning.
Can we
It's
make
about 10 o'clock in the
Can
morning.
we make
Okay.
camp when we get to the outer perimeter, please, and just rest before we.
Strategy-wise, probably not intelligent, but sure.
Yeah.
We can somewhere nearby. Yes, we'll find ourselves somewhere to hide. I can accept this. I would prefer to leave now to be able to keep.
Yes. Well, I can go ahead because I'm faster and
Can we just
scout
do
it
a
out
Fallout
like.
4, find a bench and wait for 24 hours?
Fallout 4 doesn't have a bench you can wait on.
Yeah, you can wait on any bench.
Yeah, but you can just skip time anyway.
Yeah. But that if you're playing survival, which we are.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start heading. We don't know where we're going.
We find
Yeah, I know.
If you're running ahead, you'll be faster.
Yeah.
To the left a bit,
No,
Leo.
You
Now
roll
to the
one
right.
on navigation, right? Cool. Every now and then, Dio bolts just in the complete wrong direction.
Telekinesis, turn.
No. No. Oh, blah blah. I'll just confirm that sounds like the rumors and things I've heard. There was a batch of dead people that I found at one of the locations where these Phoenix bandits will be.
Yes.
There was a gnome.
Yeah, we went with the sexy gnome.
There was some stabbing.
Yeah, sexy stabbing.
That was us.
Sexy gnome, sexy stab. Yeah.
You killed someone. You pushed them on to a.
No.
They were trying to kill me and the gnome.
So the people that are dead.
Yep.
Are they victims of a murder, or are they Phoenix people that?
Phoenix people.
Phoenix
They're Phoenix people. It's okay.
My brain was thinking it's normal people that are. I'm getting.
It was a bandit encounter which ended very quickly.
Sexy gnome. Stabbed. Sexy gnome.
Right.
So you kill bad people.
I asked the wrong question.
Sexy gnome.
Asking
You killed
locations
the sexy gnome?
of
No, not my love.
I think you do get, was it 3 questions here?
If there's a pile
You're
of
sexy
bodies, I
gnome
can
killed
keep
bad.
asking questions.
Right.
And I can confirm
So
that
Phoenix people are the bad people.
same area,
Yeah.
possibly.
You potentially would have
Just
gotten
because you can change
descriptions
into
of...
a gnome, can
Actually,
you?
what
A
questions would
specific
you
gnome?
be asking them?
So I know that they're the bad guys.
Give me
that-
descriptions.
Yeah.
Give you a description.
Although each one of them will refer to themselves as a victim.
That's fine. They're a victim of some as well. Yeah.
Victim blame.
The location,
That's the bad thing.
quantity of people, if I can,
I regret the thing I
and
did.
any
Oh no.
particular
Oh no,
surprises that we should be keeping an eye out for.
It wasn't you, it was Dio.
Most of the differences in terms of quantity seem to vary from, there's only a couple of guys who are there's half of them, so you don't actually get an actual number. Obviously, none of them actually know.
What's the gnome's name?
Surprises, one mentioned
I forgot his name. I thought it was quite
cyborg
creative.
goblins existing, and
Got it as well.
one dude said that
Don't
the
think I have it
goblin was
written
turned into water. That's the surprises.
What's the
It's
gnome?
Eric with a K.
Ketch turns into Eric. Okay.
What Eric with a K looks like.
After the description given from Dio, yes.
Very detailed.
Dio asked if I could if Ketch
Oh my
could change
god.
into
Fabio.
give me a description.
Okay. So basically,
And I changed my armor fittingly.
You look like Eric mixed with Fabio. Suddenly
you're basically a gnome with a red chef's hat. Like the
That's
the
what
French
it is.
chef's hat kind of thing.
Fantastic.
I put you between my ears. Fantastic. I'm just happy.
Useful.
What could be?
Oh, good, you're talking to each other again.
Oh,
Hello.
thank you.
Well, you
Your
made
name,
it
please,
change
my dear.
things.
You see, like,
The change thing.
This is Eric.
This is Eric with a K. We're gonna get married.
I will,
I believe that person has been engaged once before.
as we are walking,
more than once, buddy. Think about it.
Gross, my sloppy second.
I will.
And my current third.
Hey, yeah, something third.
I was about to waiting for him to shush so he can listen. I will mention to the group that there are cyborg goblins and goblins that a goblin that turned into water.
Okay, I know about the cyborg goblin.
And I'm like, this tattoo finally makes sense. And it's a
From what
goblin
I'm
gear.
hearing, it may have been an attack on it rather than its ability to turn into water.
Oh.
At least that's my interpretation. It was I couldn't ask it more questions.
Because it was water.
You feel it?
No, because we killed him.
Dead.
Did you try drinking the water?
Yeah, so when you're a goblin,
The vibration coming from your chest.
you're a goblin with a rock and you die, you explode. That's how they get to heaven. I love that that's what you get out of Cyborg Goblin.
There is someone in the camp who I knew. No, he was a child. When I first a village I was part of. I was told to. I believe he was gifted in magic. I believe he's been kidnapped by this group.
And
So-
coerced?
I believe that's what they try and do. Coerce and try and get them to join. That's where they get sorcerers from.
I'm just getting more and more angry.
When one sorcerer and another
so
sorcerer love each
We
other.
need to try and not kill everyone.
We shall kill the men in there.
The men in charge.
You and the description?
I
As
give it.
close of a description as
Yeah,
you
he,
can give it.
he was young last time I saw him.
I've got this, and I do a memento and pull my shirt up. And oh my God, that's like it's true.
I can't remember drawing a tattoo on his back.
No, I imagine you were drawing an illustration, but you used my back as a board and you were pushing too hard. Look, this was necessary. Don't worry, we're doing a memento.
Yeah, a description of Sid would probably be relevant because it was about 2.5 years since that incident.
Wait, Sid.
Yeah, he's a character my guy knows.
It's the
No, that's not who I'm thinking of. I was thinking of 13, whatever his name is. The age,
Ah, the little child.
the one that
Oh,
keeps
Monty.
changing. Monty.
Monty.
Yeah.
Monty.
Who
Where's
would be
Monty?
Ethan?
Monty's with Mark Bark. Sorry, with Bark, Dark, and
Don't you
Van.
dare speak, isn't it?
They're looking after the airship that's
And my other guy, I forgot his name.
We,
And
we don't need
No,
that.
they've been waiting for you guys to come back with an update.
Oh, it's been taking a long time.
Yeah,
But they also don't expect much, so they're just waiting.
we don't need an engine.
It's been long.
Not to walk half a day's walk,
Hmm.
which could turn into 4 hours flight.
Yeah,
So I give a description of him.
Blonde hair, small, which is probably bigger, but probably still blonde hair,
Yeah.
and a human.
What? 13?
He was about 10 when you met him, so he's about 13.
About 13 now.
Alright.
So we're
Thinking.
trying to get a
he
bunch of the sorcerers that they've probably taken.
likes women.
I will point out anyone that tries to kill me will die.
Good.
If I have to, I will restrain him.
Restrain them if you can.
Only the one that's been told to me. Everyone else will die. And
Try and keep the kids alive. They're probably the ones that have been coerced and kidnapped.
if they're children, I will not hurt them. They don't pose a threat.
What a weird brag.
Well,
It's like saying, I'm so good.
I don't. What are you, Anakin Skywalker?
the maester.
I'm Jedi doing is an unnecessary word.
Yeah, guess we'll just continue to walk.
Can
I continue to motorboat.
Perception.
Natural 20. I don't know how I got my face buried
The
in
first one. You are on your
deer cleavage.
No, I rolled a 1.
I got 11.
My spidey senses were tingling.
My cleavage senses.
That's mine, and they're just way off.
Yeah, they're throwing full out of whack right now.
7, 1. Faridrin?
10.
You get advantage.
Oh, 21 if we're gonna get the action.
So, none of you guys are immediately aware of this as you're in the middle of walking.
I am not aware at all.
Not catch.
But Catch, just out of nowhere, like almost like air bringing up kind of moment, and goes, there's a bunch of people down the road approaching it.
Ah,
Hang on, what?
Possibly
What was
heading
it?
out down the end of the road. I can't
People
just
Up that way.
way.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
No, we're probably in the direction of the heading.
That's alright, it's probably.
Trust me now.
I'm just
Pushes
gonna
to the
pick you
side.
up on
Who
the
was the last
collar.
person you were talking to?
me?
Once again, my character's on another character's shoulder.
We can remember.
Okay,
Hoping that everyone else notices what I'm doing and
Johnny?
jumps into the
Bush.
bush as well, rather than standing on
That's
the
alright, they're probably my friends, and I yell, walking towards them.
We can observe then.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
As
cast
Johnny is yelling
invisibility
at them in the middle of the road.
on myself and
Yeah.
he's currently sitting in the booth.
So the order of operation is
Good
Faridrin
now.
goes,
See ya.
grabs Aaron, jumps into the bush.
Yeah.
Catch casts invisibility, Dio and Catch vanish. Johnny starts screaming, and Falcor,
No, I'm like, hey guys!
Falcor, who's been standing in the middle of the road watching all this happen, looks at all this and just goes, he just kind of slumps down to the ground and just almost evaporates into the ground itself, and then reappears
Johnny.
next to you guys in a sort of a gust of wind.
I'll give him a little bit of
Johnny,
Yeah.
you hear in your head, I don't think they're your friends.
Ah, I can make anyone my friend.
Okay.
Mentally slap you on the arse.
It's just good luck.
I've got this.
We will try to, I guess, stalk up next to him as he continues to walk up, waving and calling out at them.
I will walk as well, but obviously we're invisible.
Faridrin here has been heard. Bring her by.
And I'm knocked out.
Johnny, you wander up the path, and you notice further down the path there are about 4 or 5 guys, sort of talking amongst each other and things.
What are they talking about?
All wearing phoenix robes.
Ah!
They are not within earshot.
What weapons do I have on me?
spoon.
Cool, I toss a spoon. Fuck you, Mark!
I pull out the cheddar book, getting ready to write a sad tale.
The sun has died.
300 feet away.
It was very heroic.
You 3 to 400 feet away.
They're not within earshot.
Well, I get there.
Do you guys watch the spoon
I
as you're
can't.
flying down the road?
I cast Shatter. That'll get their attention.
Cool.
Not me. I'm saying you could. I don't have Shatter.
Eh.
So,
Are we going to really do combat now?
I might have to end the episode if you guys.
Just in the episode. I'm not ready for this. Nobody has any fortitude left. IRL.
I do.
Yeah, well.
Hell, you just came from work.
In that case, we will end it there, and I will begin the next episode with
Combat.
with essentially combat of Johnny throwing a spoon in the direction of people that think
Johnny versus 5 guys. This isn't the first.
He's initiated combat, but he's also not made a very decent first move.
When have I ever made a decent first move?
What a way to end the first surprise attack.
Couple of minutes.
It's a surprise attack, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna sleep up tonight. Yeah.
Alright.
Bye!